before we
After the laugh? You didn't get my laugh on the recording?
No, of course not. I got a surprise for you, actually.
Ooh.
Something you won't be expecting. Come on this way.
Something I never expected. Oh my God! How are you, man? I genuinely did not expect that. Oh my goodness. Okay, but remind me your name again one more time. Not Mike. Mike, I know you, dude.
Amelia.
Amelia, it's so good to see you again. How are you doing?
Good.
Did you know I know your grandpa? Yeah, pretty cool. How have you been, man? It's been
a few days, hasn't it?
Yeah, man, it's been ages. Hey, I'm into computers now, man. So congrats to me.
Congrats to you. That's awesome.
Yeah, thanks, man. What was that, Amelia?
She just said hi.
Oh, hi. Are you into computers too?
Yeah.
Yeah. Are you gonna build like robots and stuff in the future?
Yeah.
Don't make that.
in a computer right now.
Don't make that gesture when you're talking about robots.
Robots, mad scientists. Oh yeah.
No, it looked like
Yeah.
chest.
Yeah. No, I get it.
Yeah.
I get it.
Chest.
Anyway, just want to say hi real quick. Good to see you,
Dude,
man.
thanks so much for saying hi. It's so good to see you, man. Oh, that's wild.
Behave yourself or
What's
not. Totally fine. Either way.
What'd you say?
I said behave yourself or not. Either way is fine.
Oh, he definitely won't. Definitely won't. Yeah, no. That's why I left the church.
It's a
Good to
high
see you, man.
jump.
Take it easy.
So good to see you. I'm like, it's so good to see you, man.
Thanks, man.
Yep.
Dude, that is so wild. Oh my goodness.
Yeah. So you just shared my dad's first podcast experience.
Yes. Oh, it was recording even?
Yeah. That's why I was like, I wanted to start recording, and now we're
Now we're live.
we've been live for a bit.
Yeah. I mean, for context, I don't think I've seen your dad since. Well, okay. So they had gotten divorced. We had heard from the grapevine. But when did that all happen? Was 2007?
I was 16, so 2006.
Yeah, 2006. Okay. Yeah, man. Oh, and then I think after that was when it must have been like. You're all like, let me tell me that you're divorced. No, okay. So then, yeah, it's probably been around since then because he moved up north pretty soon after that, right?
Yeah, that was senior year. Wait,
It's been about 20 years since I've seen your dad.
no.
That sounds
I'm
gross.
sorry. So they started separating in 2006, probably 2007. 2008, I moved up north.
Oh, yeah. Oh, wait, 2008? I thought it was 2009. Was it mid-2008? Because you lived in my closet for, like, 2008, I thought.
No, that was probably 10.
2010? Yeah, it was 2010.
nine or 10. Yeah, because
Yeah, okay, you come back.
I
Okay.
graduated up north in 2008, and then moved back down.
Yeah.
Well, no, moved to Florida, then moved back to NorCal, and then moved back down to SoCal, which landed me in your closet.
Yes, which, by the way,
At least it wasn't the basement.
Yeah, I was listening to one of the podcasts the other day, the New Year's one. And
But it does mean you came out of the closet at one point.
Yeah.
Every day.
I kept him in my closet. I kept it there. Yeah. I was Mormon, so I made sure he stayed in that closet. But it was so funny. Like, I was listening to your interview, kind of one that you're doing, and you talked about me coming on first, and then you had, and I think I had missed it. Like, my brain didn't catch up on it. You talked about the two you had recorded before, and what had happened, right? The fire with one of them, and then in one of them, I hadn't caught that you weren't talking about anymore, and you're like, yeah, it was really weird. He'd be like standing in the doorway naked. And I was like, I don't remember doing that. And I was like, what the fuck? And I'm like, what's nuts is like, my question would be like, Sam, I could have sworn the whole time I had you living in my closet, I never once stood naked in the doorway. But it's like, that's a weird question to ask. But yeah, quickly after that, you're like, you had mentioned the person's name, and I was like, oh, okay. So,
Yeah. Well, yeah, I was just making shit up about everybody on that episode.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, no, that was a fun episode because I think I mentioned that you and I were no longer on speaking terms.
That's what I thought you had said, and I was like, huh.
You're like, I guess we're not talking anymore.
Well, no. Well, to be fair though, I had so again, like I was telling you at the beginning, I'm
You
like,
almost didn't come as a guest.
Huh? Yeah. But I feel like I've lost the concept of time socially. So in my head, I was just like, I'm like, oh, I guess I dipped out of social anything for a few months, and I was like, yeah, I guess I kind of did. So when you said that, I hadn't even thought. I was like, oh, oops, I didn't mean to ghost him. But I also looked at our text because I have enough anxiety. I was like, nah. So I was going though. Solid.
So we get started then.
Yeah, you're all set. We did this with Aaron. We just had Aaron on again.
Oh yeah.
And we did the same thing. We jumped right in conversation, and then like 20 minutes in, it's like, oh fuck, we need to do the intro.
I have a bunch of questions about that too because I haven't seen him in a while for years. Anyway, do your intro.
All right.
Get it.
Get it.
Unique Noise presents Who Are You? Where we interview you and get to know you on a deeper level. With your hosts, Joel and
Sam.
along with our guest,
Zach. Again. That's not my last name.
It's his middle name. And this time around, we're catching up and still going on those side quests.
We have a guest again. It's fun.
Guests coming in. And this time around, we bring you a quote from Ken Goldberg.
He's not Jewish.
No, probably not.
Probably. I want to bet on that.
I mean, he was the wrestler, right?
I have no idea who it is. We never look up information about the people.
Can you smell what the Goldberg is cooking?
Anyways, the quote goes, "We're fascinated with robots because they are reflections of ourselves."
100%.
You love how I picked this quote for you?
That's so good.
And
Thank you
we
for
started
being,
talking about it before we started recording. I was like, oh, this is perfect.
Oh, dude, thank you so much for joining us all today. It's been great. Take care. Yeah, that's it. Oh, I love that. Who is this?
Ken Goldberg.
Goldberg. If that is the wrestler, because Goldberg, I thought, is the only person I knew about in wrestling, like in TV wrestling. Goldberg was actually an Olympic gold medalist, so you can watch him wrestle gold medal, and he's amazing. And then you watch him in WWE, and he's great at acting and wrestling, and it's really interesting. So if that's him,
No, this is an American artist and writer. He looks like Carrot
I
Top.
would say wrestling is art. So I'm gonna believe
Oh no, he looks like
Is he ripped? That's probably the easiest tell.
No. He
Not
definitely is
Jack.
not ripped.
I feel like
Here, I'm gonna throw this up over on the on the bigger screen so Sam can see because he knows.
I'm just gonna look at it.
Okay. You know actors more than I do. Who does he look like? He looks like an actor. The one that
like a
has
good
the,
actor or not so great actor.
Do I know who looks like what?
He doesn't
Yeah, say it out
remind
loud.
you of anyone? That's what I'm even trying to remember the movies he was in.
He's a curly-haired ginger.
Yeah.
Oh, Carrot Top.
Yeah, that's
That's what I thought at first, but then when I looked at him again, I'm like, no, it looks more like he played voice acted the character that did the cheese whip stuff in Goofy movie.
Pauly Shore.
Yeah.
Lini, she's
Yeah.
I can't do that accent. That's not good. Cut that shit
Yes,
out.
no.
Yeah, if he had longer hair,
Is
I
he
think.
curly hair?
Yeah, Pauly Shore's got curly hair,
Yeah. Okay. I feel like
doesn't
I
he?
just know him for his voice. I think so.
Yeah, look,
I believe it.
I bought both
But like
of them
with
up.
red hair though, I don't feel like he has red hair.
He doesn't
No.
have red hair.
No, he's got brown hair, but
And this
yeah,
is also brownish hair, though.
he does like a burned,
Yeah, burned.
burny
So
brown.
there's like
Auburn.
there's perhaps
Yeah.
like a chance that like Pauly Shore's into robotics. And like moonlighting and as actually two people. Okay, well I do love the quote. Like and I would even argue that like most of automation is one, not necessary, and two, in an effort to one, allow us to reflect on ourselves and introspect on ourselves, but two, accidentally is the introspection that we should be looking to.
I
Right?
think it's to empower us.
I agree.
Because I look at, when I see robotics, I'm thinking Gundam, large fighting machines with superpowers. That is a reflection of ourselves.
Well, but that is a reflection of ourselves in some way. Our wish and desire to be bigger than something, our wish and desire for control, a protection level for the planet,
and stuff like that.
Yeah, like how cool would it be to be the one person
like Pacific Rim? You're defending against kaijus.
And not only that, even I love this because like the way that even robotics is done in different things, right? But in Pacific Rim, it's this. You need two people to be in such sync that they control something together, which is really just a reflection of how we like relationships to go. Right. Can we do this thing together, right? I love that. Oh, and you guys were talking about Akira on one of your podcasts. I don't know if you know this. One of the reasons that makes Akira great is it is the precursor to Astro Boy. It is the story of how Astro Boy becomes Astro Boy and why humans trust Astro Boy with his AI sentience to protect Earth. And that is, out of all robotic stories, that's one of the greatest ones because it's like it exposes all the fears that people have of robotics and AI. And then it basically says like, oh, you're totally right. You're totally right. And the only way to get over that is like you would have to basically make an AI child.
Right.
Because a child doesn't have, as long as its needs are met, like it's protected and it has like that safety, it inherently wants to do good. So the argument of Astro Boy is that like children are good. Right. And truly the only goodness we have left. So, love that. I don't know. What are your thoughts? Like, okay, well, first, I guess this all depends. Like, when you're thinking of this, you said Gundam,
right?
When I'm thinking robotics, I'm thinking I don't know. I think when I think of robotics, I always think of something akin to eventually Astro Boy, some goodness, like something that is sentient on their own. Sam, what is like? If Sam can still hear me,
he just walked back in.
Sorry.
Yeah. So what's the robot you're envisioning with this, anyways? With this quote.
Like when you hear robotics, what comes to your mind?
Like I was shocked that you actually said Gundam. I hadn't even thought of that, even though that's one of the coolest fucking robots. It's like, oh, duh, Gundam. But I was like, oh, yeah.
I guess when I think robots, and especially like the creation of robots, I tend to think further ahead. So iRobot, like actually walking around, humanized. Free thinking, it's like, oh, they have rules, so like nothing bad can happen. And it's like, we'll put a pin in that.
Okay. Do you feel like that's then a benefit or a detriment to humanity?
I think it's people are already too lazy. I think. So I think the problem.
So you think the Wall-E effect will happen? Yeah,
it's the I have issues with like not like or like Ready Player One comes to mind. Where it's like all of society is just living online all the time. And it's like at the end, like they shut it down for like a day, a week. And it's like, yeah, you need to unplug. Like, and people are not good at policing themselves.
Okay, this is literally one of the hardest things I have about being a parent right now. My son is doing esports and is genuinely just fucking great at it. And the other day, I love building AI, and I'm like building AI. And I'm doing most of my work is AI. AI is doing most of my work. And I'm like basically showing him like, hey, we're hitting this level of society where if you do virtualized work, you're pretty soon going to hit that. And then once robotics starts, you're going to have like all these things. But it's becoming clearer that like we have this opportunity to not have to do less or to do more, but we'll have the availability to do more. And I had asked my son, I was like, dude, if you didn't have to do anything, you never had to worry about money or this or that. And in my head, I was like, I would build robotics. I would do stuff for other people, like easily. I would help nonprofits. Like that is what I would do with my free time. Hands down, I would love that. And I asked my son, I was like, what would you do with like your free time? He's like, I would just play video games all day with you. And like my heart felt like super full and super broken at the same time. And I was like, that is so sweet and so disturbing, dude. Like I'm like, well, what would you do? Like we have all day, every day. Like, you know, we play video games for a few hours. What would you do with the rest of your day? I play video games with you all day. I was like, oh my God.
He's gonna trap you in the closet.
Well, you know, it was this first moment where I think I realized that like I think I've had moments in my life where I'm like, people don't think the same. And I think everyone will have these moments of like, people don't think the same. I am an outlier in the way I think. It's this issue where the average person is not the average person, right? On average, you are not the average person on most things. You're the average person on a few things, ironically, right? And I think there's this issue where the average person is who is being addressed, not the individual. And I think, one, I was trying to be okay with the fact that Atticus wants to entertain. He wants to do esports. And me being like, is that a form of art? Is that a form of entertainment? Am I okay with this? Like, what if you wanted to be an actor? Would I have the same thoughts? But it was really interesting to see, you know, a mirror reflected to me of like, when he said that, I didn't like it. And I had to ask myself why, because the world I'm trying to build allows that. And it was like the person I care about most in my life was just like, oh, I would totally abuse that system. And I'm like, what? Like, why?
So I have a counter argument to that.
Please do.
Yeah.
I need to break down the spot.
He's playing with other people, right?
He plays with like again, when I say like my son is good at this game, or not this game, my son is good at video games. He's playing with me and like another adult friend of mine that we grew up with, Kyle, maybe if you remember him. He's playing against adults. We play Fortnite, we play the finals. And he's good at it. Like he's good enough at it that it's like, if you do want an education, you can have a free education by playing video games. Like he's that good at video games.
So I guess my rebuttal to that would be, as long as it's something that's social in any way, like, so if it's online and he's talking to people and they're not just being shitheads or whatever, but they're actually talking, video games or online video games have become like another world for people to meet and interact. So like one of my other friends has like, he met like his whole, I think he plays like Destiny 2 or something. His whole group of friends are all online. Half of them haven't even met each other in person, but they get all of their social interactions out of that, right?
Yeah.
So I think as long as if you can make money doing something dumb and you're not being completely antisocial, do it.
Yeah.
That's where we're at now.
You know, realistically, I like that because I think there's some like friction points that I am anticipating and feeling like I need to fix now. Right? Whoa, how do I keep my kids safe when meeting people online? Because he's playing with adults. And it's like, well, he doesn't need to have that be his social life until he's older. And then naturally, when he's older, he opens up that social life and it becomes acceptable. Like, you can turn comms off on a game that 30-year-olds are playing, and you can turn them back on for like a kid game, right? Yeah. I like that. Yeah. Yeah, I've been having a hard time with this because I know that like my bias in thinking is that I've been trained and like there is a concept of value that I have, which is not even tied to money. I like detach myself from money, but I have like tied it to something of like humans must be better for the thing I do. And Atticus has done better in the sense of detaching himself from that, of like, I don't think that humans must be better for what I do. I think that the purpose is building those, like, I think he does actually view life in that way of like, the purpose of life is to have a fulfilling life and enjoying life and be yourself. And it is, I think I'm being challenged and seeing someone live that life. And I think in some ways that helps me, I guess, resolve, I think, what my parents must have had and seen in me of like, why does this kid deserve to have a better life than me? But also, I am in charge of making sure their life is better than mine. And it's like, you have to fight against those biases. I like, there's part of me that's like, I hate the idea, in fact, that you can play video games and make money. Like, there's a part of me that almost resents that because I know if I could have, I think I wanted to, if I'm being honest. Like, if I'm like really digging out of the core, I think the real part is it's like, I'm mad that I can't drop something drilled into me and trained. Yeah. And I can see that because I see my son and I resent in him what I see of that. I could have also been that good at video games if no one had ever drilled capitalism into me, and that I needed to make money, and that like focusing on that was better. Yeah. But it's like, how do I make sure he has that and then not be mad about it? Like, that sucks.
Yeah, I just think that things have just changed so much, I think, since we were growing up, because it's like we had a lot of limited screen time, and now it seems that most kids have unlimited screen time for stuff. And I do think that there is definitely a point where it's like, it's not okay, right? Like, if your eyes are burning out of your skull and stuff, and you're like, I just got to keep playing because I got, like, this is what I'm doing. It's like, fucking go to sleep.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Okay.
Just go to sleep, eat, and then it's like, and then you can play with your friends. Like, you do need to take care of your physical self still. And as long as you're doing that and you're being social, it's like, cool. And if you can make money playing video games, make money playing video games.
Just make sure it's 8 hours a day.
Yeah, exactly.
Or less.
Like, you work 9 to 5. You're the whole Dolly Parton thing, right? She made the song. Was it Dolly Parton that made that song? She made it for a reason, right? It's 9 to 5. Like, don't fuck that up. It makes sense. I do love that though. Yeah, there's like times like having a kid. That's like the best and worst part about it, right? It is building a robot. It is a mirror. Like you raise a mirror up to yourself. And then and I think that's the whole point of like robotics, right? Is in my head, at least.
People with no kids trying to build kids.
No. It is the value. I think it's the value that people get from kids, but don't realize that that's what they're seeking from kids, which is a chance to evaluate yourself and think about where you've come from and how you got there and how you were built and what that means. And I think there is this like hidden truth in there of like, that's really cool and great to know. And it can build something in you, but it's not like the only way to know yourself. It's not like the only thing in there. I think people can have animals. I think I might have said this even last time. People can have animals and still feel that realization of like, I can have an influence and a positive influence on something much bigger. I think people can do it with plants. Yeah. And I think kids just do that. And like they're that specific mirror. And I like this sounds super counterintuitive, but I would say if you've had like a lot of childhood trauma and you feel very safe, within yourself, having kids can be a very healing experience. You do have to consider, is that fair to put onto a child, right? And I think that's like the hard truth about being a parent is you don't get to decide if you put your trauma on your kid. You do. You put your trauma on your kid. You raised a mirror. Like it just happens.
That's why I don't have kids, man.
I think that's like,
or I'm sterile. I don't know.
Right. It's like you put that trauma on your pets. You put that trauma on every relationship, on your plants as well, right? But I think that like there's this sacred relationship between like having a kid where you have to let go of the autonomy eventually, and like that is a very difficult thing to let go of. A plant can die and you're fine. You can coax yourself out of that and buy a new plant.
Right.
Even pets, right? Like pets aren't going to propagate your ideals and philosophies to other pets, right? But your child is going to be that thing that, and it's not like legacy, but it's this propagation of your mirror. And like when your glass shatters, are the reflections still intact? Like, are like, have you misshapen everything? Are you warped a bit, or are you clean? Like, and like breaking is not a problem, right? The universe broke apart, and here we all are. Like, that's no issue with breaking apart. But like, if you break apart, is that building something, or are you tearing something else down? And I think it's fine to have a kid and break apart your childhood as long as you're building something up.
Right. Well, I think the problem with some of that is some parents don't get there.
Oh, never. And
like they don't get to that realization where you do need to like, you're like, all right, loosen the grip a little bit here. Like they do need to be autonomous at some point in time. Like you cannot always be in control. That does not work.
You know what? You know, the hardest part about this, and like I think one of the things where I have some grace in some ways for parenting, I would be 100% honest. Like I'm not like one of those people who like, I don't judge anyone. Like, of course I judge people. Right? Like duh. And the thing I judge you most for is how you parent. Right. So it's like you have a higher chance of being a person I dislike if you have kids, because like I am particular in the way that humans are treated. And if you don't treat a kid like a human, I have issues. And I think it's like, I don't know, it's not, I think, the common pattern. But I there's also part of me that's like, I don't think I'm like some ascended being like that's like, oh wow, I've learned this. I feel like the trauma just aligned for me to think this way. So I also like am like, I do have a lot of grace for people who did want to have kids because they were told to, or like they just wanted to have another person or things like that. And I don't know that this has to be the lesson that you get from kids, but I feel like you're really missing out if you don't. Like this is a really cool lesson to experience, and I don't think you have to experience to learn it, but it is a cool experience to gain, and I think a very fruitful lesson to learn and to distribute.
Yeah, my girlfriend's kid's in college already. I'm like, I'm not putting her through that. It's
Isn't
fine.
it the best though? Like,
No, yeah.
it's just like,
It's great
Yeah.
being in a relationship with a person who's got a full-grown child because I'm like, I don't have to do shit.
and it's like the zero responsibility does allow you to be fully yourself.
Yeah, have a podcast and work on music.
Well, not even that, but it's like my guess is like, have you like? I'm assuming you've met her,
Yeah,
right? Or
yeah, we're cool.
and my guess is,
Or I think we're
right,
cool. I
my
don't
guess
know.
is you don't feel like you have to be.
You told her you didn't want to
anyone
be her friend.
I did tell her I didn't tell her I didn't want to be her friend. I told her that we were not friends.
I am your dad. I'm not your
not even in that.
stepdad.
So
I am your father. You go to your room right now, young lady.
So this
And
is
you never dislike any of my podcast episodes or comment like that again.
Go back to your dorm.
so this is the full story, right? She got caught doing something she wasn't supposed to be doing. And for the sake of her privacy, I'm not going to divulge what that is.
Perfect.
So she thought that I was going to like cover for her without any prior conversation or understanding whatsoever. So then
tough.
she's like, oh, I thought Sam was going to kind of get my back. And I'm like, what? I'm like, no, I got your mom's back. Like I'm like,
Sorry,
Like,
I wish we
no.
talked about this. Like, if you would have winked, I would have gone like, like I would have done that. Not
or
winked.
just
like I would have been like, don't.
so we collectively had that conversation with her where it's like you got to give somebody a heads up if you want them to.
Okay.
Because it's
First off,
like,
I love this.
I don't know, maybe I would have taken the fall for her if she had asked, but I'm like, but also I don't know if I would, because I would have been like, hey, like I don't want this secret allegiance to your daughter when I'm dating you, you know?
This is my favorite part about this was because of like the conversation wasn't about the original thing. The conversation was, if you are expecting someone to have your back, communication must be had, because that's unfair to expect something from someone that they're unaware of.
Right.
Versus yeah.
I think because we had some conversations back and forth, like just around the house and stuff, and we were cordial. Is that the right word? It was pleasant, right? We were making jokes and stuff. So I think in her head, she's like, "Oh, we're cool. Like you got me." And I'm like, "Yeah, no, I need more conversation. I need more than that."
No,
like interaction to understand that I'm friends with somebody. I'm like, I don't have your phone number. I don't we do not talk outside of like these environments and stuff. So I'm like, in my head, I'm like, I am not your friend. And I also don't need you to be thinking of me like, oh yeah, you're my buddy. I'm like, I am more than twice your age. You don't need friends. You don't need friends that age. Like you don't be friends with people your age. And like at this time too, like she was underage. I'm like, I don't like the whole situation was just turning into like this thing that was making me really uncomfortable. And I'm like, I don't want any I don't want to be anywhere near the realm of the dark side of that.
Right, like the dynamic is like I'm not your parent, but also like no, I get what you mean by that though. Of like I am your friend, and also like that's not. I would say this of like realistically in that of like it's like of course you are friends and you have an established relationship, but friend is a complete spectrum, and also like somebody who is going to help you bury a body, like it's like that's the thing. Is it's like, well,
That's
did
a
you
best
expect
friend.
me to help you bury a body, right? Like that's the thing. It's like based off of like me covering this to covering you burying a body and helping you dig that grave.
Yeah.
Like where did you
So-
expect me on that spectrum? Because like it perhaps is misaligned.
I guess that's the difference. I just don't want it to be like I'm friendly with her. I don't want it to be like I'm friends with my mom's boyfriend thing. Like I don't want that dynamic.
Oh, okay,
but,
yeah.
But like, in my opinion, we're cool, right? And if she did need a body buried, she could. If she got my phone number from her mom or her aunt, I'm like, give me a call. I'll help you bury that body. But I am gonna tell your mom because I like,
Oh, yeah.
like there's no
That would be
secrets
my next
between
thought.
her and I.
That was my next curiosity was like if she had told you that thing in confidence, would you be like I have to tell your mom, or like what do you think would have happened? Can I ask that? Is that okay to ask you?
Yeah. No, I feel like I would have to be like, okay, like I can see that situation going one of two ways. One would be, I got you this one time. Like, that's it. I'm like, I'll give you this one time, but like you either need to be more careful this is it. Like last lifeline, one and only. I'm like, if something like this happens again, I'm gonna tell your mom. Or it would be I think it's gonna be okay. Like everything's gonna be okay.
Yeah.
I am going to talk to your mom about this because I have to. Because if I don't, I might die or explode, like spontaneously combust. You know, like
An anxiety volcano.
Yeah, like I'm like, I can't keep secrets. Like it just doesn't work.
Yes. This sounds like a really weird one because I think I learned it of like, I can't remember what book I read, but it was way more businessy, and like it talked about how like, I don't know if it was vertical judo or something. It talked about how like sometimes the best thing to do is like to agree with someone and be like, I also want the thing you're wanting in like hostage situations.
Mm-hmm.
But then you say, how am I supposed to do that? Like, how am I to do that? Like,
right.
You very clearly want me to do this. So you must have the idea in your head of how to do this. I can't see myself. How do you envision this? And it like helps people stop and think of like, yeah, I think, because in my head, I think in that situation, I thought about this before. I had a partner who had 2 younger kids, and I thought like very much, they like to explore all sorts of different things. And I was like, at some point, they are going to come to me and be like, I have this secret. And I'm like, and I knew, and I already prepared for this of like being like, how am I supposed to be able to keep this from your mother, who I love and care about? Mm-hmm. And I think like realistically, and like talking through that and hope to encourage them to be like, I think this is something you can trust your mother with. But it's like, luckily it never happened.
I guess
it's all well and good to write a book.
I guess the third option that I just thought of would be, I got you, right? And then sell them out behind their back, but never tell them, like, right? So play.
Right. So the double
play
play.
them.
Like, you didn't hear this from me, but
Okay.
Well, no, it's a.
I got you.
Yeah, it's a, hey, I got you. Don't worry about it. And then they're like, all right, cool. And then immediately go and talk to her mom and be like, listen, your daughter just confided to me on this thing. I'm letting you know. Handle it however you want. But I think it'd be wise to keep me in her pocket a little bit. Right? Because then it's like, she'll keep telling me stuff. And then you, as the wise woman that you are just figuring shit out. And she's like, I don't know what's going on. Which is a little more manipulative, but I don't know.
I don't think it. So, this does get into the whole splitting the words kind of thing. But like in my splitting of words, I think I actually would feel comfortable in saying like, don't worry, I've got you. And then feeling comfortable going to my partner and being like, listen, I just had this conversation with your daughter. I did tell her that I got her. This is me getting her and making sure we have this conversation. In my head, I do not think this is like this. I think like this is how I'm evaluating this. I did tell her this. Do that with what you will. I do think it would hurt her trust in me if you told her
that I told you.
Yeah, and I think because I think the reason is this is in my head, if you are actually saying, don't worry, I've got you, and that is what you are saying, you are acting on that and you're fulfilling that. If you say, I'm not going to tell your mother, don't say that. That is a lie. That's blatantly a lie. And two, she should in her head realize that a partnership should be able and not necessarily need that 100%, but that a partnership perhaps has that 100% transparency. So if you're telling one partner, you have to feel comfortable and confident in that being processed by that input into the relationship so that you can interact with that, right? And in my head, I think most people are doing that. It's like, I think she would have confided in you and been like, I think if she had thought about that, of like confiding in you first, before, I think in her head, she also would have recognized and realized, no matter what you said, my mom will eventually know about this. And I don't think like Andy would have just been, I think she would have been evaluating Andy as well after that. And knowing that like, you definitely do know about this, but can you play ball? Can you be okay with the fact that I feel like I messed up? I was accountable to someone. I have been like, I am thinking through this. Just let me be.
Yeah.
Like, I just need space. And it's like, I don't know. Like, everything I've heard is like, yeah, it probably would have been. I think, I guess rather this, it makes sense how everything played out. And
no,
also,
it doesn't.
Like, I hope at some point you get,
No,
I hope at some point, no.
It all played out very poorly.
Oh, no.
Yeah. But, things are okay now, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good.
Everything is okay now. It's just that situation in particular did not play out very well. Got me in some hot water based off of, I guess, the way that I was trying to say that I didn't want. It was like bringing my trauma up to speed and being like, this is why this is making me uncomfortable, but not saying it in a cognitive or like a good way.
Right. Like the label friends is not fitting here.
Yeah.
Right.
And then just being like, well, I don't feel like your daughter should have people or like friends my age. I'm like, that seems inappropriate to me. And then it's like the why. And then, well, this is why, because older men, younger women. And then I was just like, oh God, now I'm talking about like, we got into,
you're trying to parent the child now.
We spiraled into this like sort of, not child molestation, but like, that's where I was kind of coming from. But that's where I was coming from, where I was like, this is what I experienced. And I wouldn't like, I don't think it's appropriate for your daughter to be even remotely getting near that subject, right? And being comfortable with, like, I don't want her to be that comfortable with me that she's that trusting, because I know I'm not going to do anything, but it's like, it's not about me. It's the whole situation.
It's worrisome that the concept of trusting someone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
trust, man.
So
he's imposing the fear.
Yeah, that conversation got way away from where I was trying to be with it, and then
just built a robot to mirror like that painting. That would be. It's so much easier.
It's the new word I learned.
What's
you
that?
know what? So,
pessimistic.
Oh, pessimistic.
It's the pessimistic side of it.
Here we go. So this is the Ricci Mini that you can get, and that can you just get one of those, Sam, and then like.
I'm sorry. What the fuck is that, and what does it do?
A Ricci Mini. So it's not plugged in right now. A Ricci Mini. It's like it's got like a camera and like a microphone and audio interface. So it basically allows you can do a bunch of different things with it. But I use it for like a AI interface. So it can see things and like you can speak into it and like that. But it doesn't have enough of a brain to be the AI. It just interfaces with the AI.
So what other stuff do you do to it?
Oh my! That's good enough.
You're like, you wouldn't believe me if I told you.
That was the Ricci Mini, but the Ricci 2 has hands.
Hey, as an Asian American, I only need the Ricci Mini.
It'll reach. It'll reach
that mini. That's all I need.
It'll reach the mini, all right. Oh my God. Oh man.
I got to get ahead of the small dick jokes, because if I own them, then other people can't hurt me with them.
Yeah, I mean,
and I don't have a small dick, and not in a. Well, that sounded way more defensive than I wanted it to. That's
Sounds
facts.
like you do have a small dick.
No, I have I have references.
Does your dick have a LinkedIn?
No.
Okay, well, where are you getting
No,
the
references. People. I had somebody reach down there once and go, "Oh," which made me feel pretty good
Honestly,
too.
They could have said, "Oh," as in, "Oh, it's there."
No, it was a surprise of the size. I can attest to this. And also,
listen. Even if it was not, if for any female listening, if you want,
we're not keeping this in, Zach.
a guy to be extra boosted in like their confidence, literally just say "oh" at some moment where a dick is involved.
Oh wow!
You touch it,
wow.
you see it,
Yeah.
and but
You were getting
subtly, too,
confident
like,
boosts.
yeah, dude,
Okay.
I was like,
Okay, I will also attest to that. Confidence boosts do make you bigger.
because confidence is full of blood.
Because like you by yourself might be here. You with an extra confidence boost might get here. You
Yeah,
might
so
get
we were
it. You
talking
might get
about
a couple extra inches because your blood's just pumping.
because that's the thing. We were talking about because Joel confident. We were talking about like Pandora's box was for all the evil, but then there was a jar of blood that Pandora was running across before, and that was full of confidence. And so when you're confident, you have more blood because when the confidence jar was open, that's all the blood of the world was released. So same Pandora,
Yeah.
different box.
And then,
But yeah,
then hope is also in there.
Because of
Some
that,
at
you
some
get a
point.
bigger erection because there's more blood in confidence.
So maybe we should all put it in Pandora's box.
You mean the penis pump?
Well, listen,
Is that
I was
a
gonna
thing?
say, like,
Yeah. It's called Pandora's box.
Oh,
No, bring it up.
okay.
well, it's not just, but I was gonna say it's not just like Asian people that have like jokes. White people have dick jokes too. They're shorter, but they get longer. The jokes, I mean.
Don't make this about white people. Who you read the room, Zach? Come on.
What do you mean? You're white.
I'm not. You're only a quarter ethnic. All right, read the fucking room.
Actually, I'm gonna leave the room, but because my dinner's here,
Hell yeah, go get-
grab that really.
Go get your food. Well, because I still need to eat my one meal of the day, but I will wait.
Dude, that's the shitty part about ADHD. Like, if you miss your meal, you're not eating it until like way too late.
Nah, fuck
The
that.
shake and all that shit.
Intermittent fasting, dude. It's a fucking trend.
Oh, are you doing that purposefully, or you just have ADHD?
No, that's just how I've always been. And now it's like, oh, you could do this and get ripped and blah blah blah. I'm like, huh. I'm like, so
Interesting, because
my bad eating habits are a dietary practice?
They're a part of the dietary practice.
Yeah, but I also exercise. That's the thing.
Yeah, that's what I said, but it's a part of it.
Every day except for one day. I always take a day off because I just fucking
Well,
need to stop.
you didn't specify like when you take the day off. Like, what is that day off in like scope of? Like a day off every day, or every week?
Oh.
Once a month you take a day off.
Every week I take a day off.
Okay.
So like either on
Every
Saturday,
day I take a day off of working out.
either on a Saturday or Sunday, like I just don't do anything, and I let myself like sleep in till 7 instead of 5.
Dope.
Yeah.
And when I wake up, I allow my anxieties to be about the past rather than the future.
No, it's just like I feel it at that point. I'm usually just like burnt out, and I'm like, I need to conserve my energy for the week upcoming. But if I don't work out on Saturdays and then I wake up on Sunday, I'm like, I have to do something. I'm like, that was fucking ridiculous.
Yeah. But you feel like you have to make up for the day you didn't.
I just feel like I haven't even started my day because it's always the first thing that I do in the morning. So when I don't do it, it feels like a lack of. I'm like, I'm not getting my day started. I'm being purposely lazy.
Yeah. Okay.
Which I'm okay with for one day, but that day needs to be bordered with like 2 workout days.
And you do like numbers with your workout, right? Like you like have like a lot of data. Like this
Yeah.
stuff?
Yeah, I've been tracking it
Does it
since
like bother you? Like when like does it like if you go like more than 2 days a week, does it like bother you that you don't have enough numbers? Like is it like the math isn't gonna work the same?
it pisses me off, but I've been really good about like it's like a 2-minute thing now. Like I've been working it down from like being like upset about it for hours down to like maybe a couple minutes.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was like, your workout's 2 minutes?
Yeah.
Like, dope, man. I can do that.
Electroshock therapy.
Yeah. No, I only do a half hour a day.
Dude,
And then
do it, man.
the days that I'm like not really feeling it, I will push that half hour to like 45 to an hour.
wait. You extend it the days that you're not feeling it?
Yeah, because I'm not inhuman. Like there are days where I wake up and I'm like, I don't want to fucking work out.
So you work out more?
No. I work out the same. It's just spaced out longer because I'm procrastinating throughout the workout, but I'm still getting it done. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. That's tracking. I was like, God, that sounds terrible to work out more than my good for you.
I don't want to work out.
Let's do more.
Oh, God. Joe, I can't remember. Did you work out much or?
I just do the bike thing. I bike to work. Right now, I'm not, just because I've been getting over it's not even sickness. It was a symptom.
Don't fucking say that.
Yeah,
You
I've
remember
been coughing all over here.
One of the only times I've gotten sick, like in my, I don't know how old I was. I don't normally get sick, like ever.
Yeah.
One of the only times that I did get sick was with Joel. He was driving me. Well, and I did appreciate the ride. He was driving me home, or driving me partially home, or whatever.
One of those.
Yeah, and
This is where I drop you off.
yeah. Well, because I'd hitch a ride with him as far as I could go, and then get an Uber the rest of the way to help cut down on the money. And yeah, so I'm sitting in the car with him, windows all up and everything. Right, we're just like trapped in this little box. And he's like, "Oh yeah, my niece is sick or whatever," and then he's like coughing or sneezing. And I'm like, "What the fuck?" I'm like, and you trapped me here, and then I did get sick.
That is so funny. The Uber driver too, man.
Yeah, probably. That's possible. We never circled back to that guy.
Nope.
Or
Yeah,
woman.
Dude, kids
I don't know.
Kids are like,
And if they had a family,
he's 6 feet under.
that was. I think we created COVID. I think that was the start, and then just kept mutating from there. And then,
your niece had like eaten bat the day before.
Yeah. Well, no, it's like you get me sick, I get the Chinaman
I don't think it was niece.
or nephew.
No.
It was some kid was
The
sick,
person in China who ate the bat.
or your sister.
But
No.
we don't know.
Because
we don't know
the times I was taking you, she wasn't my niece yet. And I don't even think they were, like, my sister and my brother-in-law were dating at that
Somebody in your family got sick.
point. Someone in my family probably got sick.
I just said niece.
And created COVID. And created COVID.
Yeah, and created COVID through a series of mutations. So mutated from them to you, you to me to the Uber driver to bup, and then COVID.
Nope. We didn't create COVID.
We can neither confirm nor deny, but we may have created COVID. So you're welcome, everybody. You're welcome for the 2 years off.
There you go.
No. I can confirm.
I love how like I can neither confirm nor deny really empowers ignorance. It's like I am stupid, so I'm gonna let this slide. And you're like, no, I asked you the question. You're like, yeah, I get it, but I'm dumb enough to let it just glaze on over. It's like, but I want to know why you think this is okay. Yeah, I don't even get what you're asking me.
Next.
I can neither confirm nor deny what you're asking me. Do you mean you don't get my question? I can neither confirm nor deny that I know what you're talking about. It's not even weaponized ignorance. It's like we all accept it as like, yeah, okay. It's just, yeah.
Well, it's just like, don't ask me that question in fancy wordplay.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
The earth is flat, all right?
What was it?
It's like the earth is flat.
Yeah.
I've never seen any evidence that the Earth is round outside of pictures, which could be faked.
Yeah, there's AI.
Yeah. Can we prove the Earth is not hollow? Well, yeah, we kind of like dug like super far down, but below that. Well, no.
Dude, we just talked, like, because we just recorded yesterday.
Hollow Earth?
Yeah. And, no, not Hollow Earth. We were talking about digging through the Earth and where we would end up. It turns out in California, if you dig straight down to the other side of the Earth, you do not get to China. You get into the ocean right outside of India, which means if you don't burn to death in the middle of the Earth or on the way to the middle of the Earth, you will drown on the way up.
Man. And then you have to do like pay tariffs and shit when you get back. So you came from India?
No,
because we could also swim to, where was it? It was one of the Middle East locations, probably Iran.
Asia.
Oh.
Somewhere in Asia that's not really Asia.
That's dope. You can take a flight back. Anyways, we're already there.
Yeah.
We did Iran or Iraq. I don't think anyone knows which one we're at.
We'll just swim. Well, and the fact that we wouldn't have a craft that could travel through water seems kind of insane, because if you're going straight down through the Earth, right? It's not like we have shovels. We would die before we got like...
No, we'd be using drills.
That's what I'm saying. So the drill would have to be waterproof. So we could do it.
Didn't it make your time machine waterproof?
It's not a time machine. It's a giant drill, like the core. Have you ever seen the core?
No. I'm saying your time machine.
It was Oman. That's what it was.
No.
Like your guys' time machine. Isn't it waterproof?
No, it doesn't go in water. It's not a submarine.
We wouldn't be using the time machine either.
You should literally go forward in time to when you guys create it and remind yourself to make it waterproof. Like, because that's fucking stupid if you don't.
I'll write it down.
Like, think about it. You can go to see Hawaii be made, but only if you're underwater.
Man, you're doing some Bill and Ted shit right now. I can't with you.
No, we'd be hovering.
We gotta go back in the past, man, and make sure your dad gets the keys, or we gotta go hide your dad's keys.
It's water repellent. It's not waterproof, so we can hover in the sky while it's raining, and wait for Hawaii to arise.
Oh, okay, that makes sense. This place is water because of the gravity field. Yeah, I don't want
you Atlantis-loving motherfucker.
Dude, if ever they made a live action, why are they making Tangled? No shade, I'm gonna watch it, but like, we all want Atlantis.
I think the boys do. That was part of like their dark age of filmmaking, where they were like, so many people die in that movie. It shocked me when I watched it as an adult again. I was like, holy shit, they just killed a bunch of people. They exploded.
Like, the movie starts with a civilization mostly dying.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank God you all could afford to live near the Capitol. You're safe.
That's fine. It's Disney-like.
No, so usually, like, you have a parent die, right?
Still death.
Mm-hmm.
Still death. They were doing mass killings, though, in that movie.
Yeah.
That has
Tracks.
not... Huh?
It tracks.
It's never been done before in Disney movies before that time. There hasn't been that many deaths where they're like, hey, we have this... Because I'm talking about the crew... I mean,
death is still death, so...
No, but I'm talking about the crew that goes down.
One or millions.
Well, it's the lack of... like care about the death, right? So like the mom dies and you're like, oh my God, this is such a big deal and stuff. In Atlantis, when they're traveling down like into the earth or whatever, or wherever they're going, right, underground, a bunch of their vehicles explode. There's like 15 to 20 people in that crew who die, and then we're only left with like the core crew.
That was someone's father or mother.
But there's no there's no signs of like remorse or anything. Everybody's just kind of like, we just got to keep going, sort of thing. And it's like,
yeah, for them,
but
for the fallen.
That's what I'm saying. They've never just like killed off like leagues of people like that before. That's what I'm saying. And then not like made it a big deal because it wasn't emotional. It was just like, no, they're dead. This is an action movie.
It wasn't emotional to you.
No. It's written like an action movie, so it's just like, oh, there are fucking casualties. Sorry.
Honestly though, I feel like this is like one of those ones, and it's interesting too because like I say like I'll joke, but like as a vegan, the highest people death count is actually Bambi because that fire at the end. But the irony is like I've heard someone say like their parents don't want to watch Bambi because it's too green agenda. But ironically, I feel like Atlantis is Disney's most like militant movie where it's just like here's like the reality of like military and stuff like that, right? And it's like I think it does have that dark nature of it of like we gotta keep going. Like there's nothing to be done about a giant robotic lobster just broke two of the 3 ships. We have this now.
But you know what I mean? Like for me, it would be more of like not like stopping everything, but like taking a moment and being like, hey, maybe we should do some ceremonial graves or something. That feels more in line of what Disney would do, in my opinion.
100%.
But that's why I'm saying like that time where they were trying to get like, they're like, let's get the boys back. Let's do Treasure Planet. Let's do Atlantis.
If I'm remembering correctly, which I'm not.
I might not be either.
Weren't there a bunch of deaths in The Little Mermaid at the beginning?
No. So
because there was a ship that sunk, right?
They turn into these little shrimp things, but ultimately, in defeating Ursula, all of the people that were turned into those little wiggly like worm things were released.
Well, no, I mean the ship sinking. Did Ursula?
I don't know.
You're talking about Prince
at
Eric's
the very beginning.
Prince Eric's ship,
Prince Eric's ship wrecks, and he is saved. But did everyone else die?
It's not. I don't remember them bringing.
I don't remember.
Yeah.
I think you might be right. Of like, it's probably implied that
it's an implied mass death there.
Okay, maybe
Tarzan had the 2 deaths. Up had the 1, but I do. I'm trying to think. What's Disney's kill count? They've killed a lot of people. Very few dwarfs.
Every movie.
Look it up.
Someone's done Disney's kill count for sure. Not including Marvel, like though. Even like we do like Disney, DCOM. Even take out. Do we take out Pixar?
Are we just doing
Disney
Cartoon.
Animated movies?
Disney animated, yes.
Yes, Disney cartoons, yeah. Yeah, because I was thinking about this the other day. I was watching a Goofy movie. Oh no, I was watching the documentary about a Goofy movie after watching a Goofy movie, of course. I collect VHSs now, so like we had a moment where I watched a Goofy movie with my son, and if you were a father, get a VHS. Get a VCR, like watch a Goofy movie with your son. It is a fucking phenomenal experience. Anyways, but where are we going with this? So I'm like watching all these like Disney movies. I watched that like documentary, and it like as like in my 30s, it's really bizarre to realize that humans have been humans the whole time, and it is so strange to look at Disney movies and think a human made this. Right. And not in like a way of like I could have made this, but someone who's made out of the same shit I am did make this.
Well, like 500 people made that. I think that's the difference where you look at something like that and you're like, oh, this is a Disney movie, and it's like, well, he made the company, but the company was also littered with like phenomenal employees, which is why they did so well. Because it's like, a good leader can't be a good leader without a good crew or a good team, right?
Yeah, and it's super interesting to see because there's like a lot of times Disney movie comes out that is for me, right? Strange World, that movie was for me.
I really liked that one too.
So good. That is like I was like that movie just rocked.
But it wasn't.
Lightyear was the one that I feel like I was like that movie's made for cinema. I remember watching that and being like, oh god damn, like that was so good.
I love it so much, and nobody likes it. Nobody I know likes that fucking movie, and it's like, god damn it. But it is one of those movies that I will put on for myself, by myself, and I'm like, I'm like, this is 1000%. Like, I'm like, alternate timeline, I could totally see it.
100%. Oh yeah. No, it's like, I love those things.
Okay, wait, we got an update on the kill count.
I don't have exact.
It doesn't matter. We'll take a guesstimate.
It doesn't
Also, if you haven't
say.
seen
So there's
Hoppers.
right now, at least on the wiki side, they have 63 main movies. The wiki does not actually give a number. It just gives a list of who died or what died. So you'd have to count everything.
Wait. We can do this. Send me that website.
But
Who the fuck does something like that? Put it in a spreadsheet. We want numbers.
Yeah, exactly. Like, if it's on a website, I can get that. I can.
1 sec. I'll put it here in wait, am I going the right direction? There we go.
Yeah, you can put it in the chat.
Yeah, I'm putting it in the chat right here.
Fucking technology, man. There you go.
Technology. Okay. So I'm just going to straight up go to that website and I'm going to
Trust it.
ask if you on my side.
Trust the website.
That's fine. We don't care. We want a rough estimate because
and then
we have no idea.
What the AI says is for sure dinosaurs holds the top spot with over 300,000 lemur deaths.
Jesus.
And just lemur deaths.
Okay, but
Atlantis has approximately 35,000. And Hercules has 20,000 roughly.
those are the top ones?
Yeah.
Just the top ones. But that's not including anything else. So it's
That's not including anything else.
So we're looking at somewhere between like
Not including the other 60 movies.
So like 300,000.
Oh my god, it did the same thing on mine. Hercules 20,000.
So like 300,000 to maybe 500,000, let's say,
But
with an
get this.
asterisk.
It did mention Atlantis as having at least 35,000 Atlanteans sink. So I think that one gets second, but dinosaurs gets the 307. What did your AI say for yours?
Mine just said 300,000 lemur deaths. So there might be more.
Okay, this sounds. I want to know why exactly mine did this. Mine has dinosaur 307,139.
That's very, very specific.
Incredibly specific.
Wait, is it also lemur
who was
deaths?
on the board that was like, so about 300,000 lemurs died? And they're like, excuse me, sir.
Well, no, mine said
names.
over 300,000, so yours got more specific.
But the thing is, like, who did the math on that? Who was like, yeah, this many lemurs.
AI did the math on that.
Okay, I'm about to ask this. Okay, hold on. How many Stegosauruses died in dinosaur? Could be like 7. Only one Stegosaurus type is listed as dying in Dinosaur 2000.
See, isn't the show better now? This is what we're doing now. This is normal.
Yeah, just talking, researching.
Less structure. I feel like yields.
I mean,
better.
towards the end, we
better
dial
conversations.
it back in with structure with some of this stuff, but that's about it.
Don't worry, I got us. I feel like every time, if y'all seen Willy Wonka the old chocolate factory, there's a part where this guy invents an AI to help him tell him where the chocolate is. And it's my favorite scene in any movie because he's like, I've designed this to calculate exactly where the chocolate bars are. He's like, it'll tell me the answer right now. And it spits it out and it says, what would a computer do with a lifetime supply of chocolate? And he's like, 1 second. He's like, I am now telling the computer exactly what it would do with a lifetime of supply of chocolate. It's one of the funniest lines ever. And I always feel like that in AI because I'm like, oh my God, I feel like I'm convincing AI that I'm going to split a lifetime supply of chocolate with it. And
Well, you're talking to a child still.
100%.
Yeah.
So I got it to give me a table of the animals that died in dinosaur because it seems really interesting that they did this.
The question is not even specifics by movie. It's how many total deaths in all Disney animated movies.
I know, but this is wild because why do they have this specific? Every other animal, there's 11.
It's over 350,000.
Okay.
because that's what it adds up.
So
with the
Disney as a
first three.
company has probably killed more living things than anybody in animation.
No.
But like, are we doing like taxes? Like Disney is a person because taxes and like, you know.
No, Disney films. So Disney animated films have killed more living creatures in their films than anybody else.
Than anybody else, not any other movie.
In films. Okay.
Oh, in films.
God damn,
yes.
you guys.
In films. Okay.
I thought we were all on the same page with this question.
I'm pretty sure some of the disaster movies have killed more.
Oh, maybe.
Animated movies.
So Disney has probably killed more animated living things than any other animated movies. Or any other animated studios, I guess, would be the correct way to say that.
I feel like Pixar wouldn't do that Pixar's part of Disney.
Sort of.
They would, I guess. Yeah, I guess they would. Okay. But DreamWorks. DreamWorks seem like the lemur killing type.
Stop saying Pixar, man. I'm gonna watch Lightyear tonight now.
You should. I feel you know
Bird Boy, The Forgotten Children holds the highest estimated kill count with over 7 billion deaths.
What?
What is it?
Bird Boy, The Forgotten Children.
I need to watch this, but how did that beat out Grave of the Fireflies? That one feels like it should be.
Other high count contenders include Anastasia, 10 million, Dinosaurs, over 300,000, and Atlantis.
307,000 lemurs.
And Atlantis, The Lost Empire, with over 35,000. Bird Boy was 2015.
What is it? I don't feel like Will you read the synopsis about Bird Boy? What is Bird Boy? And who made that?
Where did they go?
Let's see.
Where did they come from? Joel?
Oh, let's see.
I really like that. I'm gonna start calling him
directed, written, based.
I probably won't start calling him that. There will be racist implications.
There will be racist.
Not a.
Those are like Dave Chappelle made like a lot of his like racist skits, and it's like, what are you gonna say about that? Like,
it's a Netflix.
A Netflix original.
Netflix original.
Okay.
Spain origin.
Spain.
Yeah.
Spain.
Where is your synopsis? No, I'll just go with plot. The island, home of the cast of talking animals, was once a fishing community with pristine environment. Birdman, the father of Bird Boy, tended the lighthouse that guided the fishing boats. Then a factory was built, and many islanders went to work there. But one day the factory exploded, devastating much of the island and killing all the fish. So I'm assuming a bunch of the deaths are the fish.
Okay.
The destroyed part of the island became a landfill after explosion.
Even vegans don't give a shit about the death of fish.
I'm assuming. I'm not saying it is part of the count. Birdman began flying around the island mysteriously.
If you can tell me the difference between me and a lemur right now, Sam. Like, okay, like let's say a person with a gun, like they come out and it's me on my knees next to Zoboomafoo. And this motherfucker's like one of these.
I don't understand what you just said.
Zoboomafoo?
No.
Oh my fuck. Sam, I can't even. How? Like, if you're not even willing to recognize the people lemurs that we already have, like Zoboomafoo has done a lot of work.
No, it's not the fish.
In lemur culture.
The fish are not counted, I'm assuming now.
Oh no, it's not the fish.
Because now demons are involved.
The demons, I mean, if the demons die, don't we care a little bit even less of that?
No, not demons dying. I'm assuming demons are killing.
I do know what Zoboomafoo is. I had to look it up.
Yeah, there you go.
Lost memory. Yeah.
Yep. Zoboomafoo, man, he did so much for lemur rights.
Okay, I'm sorry. So let's get back to that scenario. You and Zoboomafoo are.
Me and Zoboomafoo,
yeah.
right? They got a gun, and they're like, one of these motherfuckers dies right now. Who is it? Zoboomafoo's older. Like the show's already done. Kids have like both of us, like, we're on our, like, we're taking like 3-4 ibuprofen a day. We're in our 30s. Like, got nothing really to contribute to society. Who do you say?
I mean, I immediately choose. Wait, who do I save or who do I kill?
Who do you save? Yeah,
you.
Who do you kill? I guess what do you prefer?
I save you 100%, but that's like I'm biased because I love you.
Fair. I am both. I love that answer. I'm a tiny bit hurt by it, but I'm like more. I appreciate the answer than.
But I think the real answer would be I'm holding the gun, right?
So you take yourself out.
No, I just shoot it up in the air and I tell everybody I'm like, let's get the fuck out of here. Because I've been tasked by the mob, right, to kill one of you, and then I shoot it up in the air. We all go meet up at a diner somewhere, and we're like, all right, here's the plan. We're going to fucking disappear. And we go out to Fiji, right, together, all three of us.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah?
Oh,
and
just
we
make sure when we run the opposite direction of where you're facing.
Joel, you're not even in the scenario right now. You're doing research.
Make sure you guys run the opposite way you are facing.
Zoboomafoo's handler. Joel is in Zoboomafoo's ear.
Joel's just standing there with the fucking leash on Zoboomafoo. No, he doesn't have a handler. He's got two, Aussies, or what? Where are they?
The Kratz, man. The Kratz brothers.
I don't know who that is.
Kratz creatures.
Anyway, I'm just saying, run the opposite direction.
Yes, I'm shooting it straight up in the air. We're all running in three different directions. And then we meet up at a diner that we've previously been whispering about, right?
And only two show up because the bullet got to one of you.
Probably not. Zoboomafoo probably set us up and double crossed us and probably shot me. If we're being honest, they're very nimble, and I would assume incredibly like.
Sam got you accidentally by shooting up in the air and then gravity taking the blame.
Well, then fuck it. I'm gonna shoot the bullet into the ground. Or out into like some other building with other people in it because we don't care about them. They're not involved in the story, right? They're part of the.
They're casualties.
Yeah, they're part of the dinosaur deaths, right? So.
Lemurs, man. Oh, that's good.
So then we do that, right?
No, so let's make a correction. Because we saved Zoboomafoo, it would actually be 307,138 deaths if we saved him.
Correct.
That's good.
And then we live out the rest of our lives in Fiji under the radar, living off of the fucking land and living in a little hut.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Zoboomafoo is forced to live a life realizing that he's the only male with no female to propagate with. But, he's alive.
And then, unfortunately...
Yeah, he can jerk off.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, at some point in time, somebody has to eat somebody. So then we're back at the same situation. Which three of us is sacrificed to
Cthulhu?
Sustain the other two.
Oh.
If I'm being 100% honest,
wait, who's the third one?
Like
between Zach, me, and Zoboomafoo, who's going to get eaten to sustain the three or the remaining two?
Who's Zoboomafoo?
I do feel if we give it to Zoboomafoo and we're wise about it, then we have someone live longer. But I don't know if it's like worth living longer versus
the one on the left or the right.
The lemur.
Oh.
Like, because if we're like, we have to consider. If I remember correctly,
you eat the lemur.
Lemurs have opposable toes as well. Mm-hmm. So we do have to consider that their lives may actually be better than ours, even twice as better.
Wait, is Zoboomafoo a boy or a girl?
I believe a boy. I thought a boy.
Hold on. Yeah, he's a boy.
Yeah. Okay. So
like we can't keep him and then procreate with him to create like like some other sort of species and stuff to have opposable toes.
Yeah. But here's the thing. Like if we how fast can a lemur eat a person? So if I'm being honest, you all should eat me first because that'll sustain you both and give you a better chance to survive. And then you should be the one that lets yourself go for Zoboomafoo. And if you just cut off a little bit at a time, like one piece it.
That's what I was gonna. So that's my rebuttal. Is I think we start by doing little bits, right? So we find whatever hallucinogenic plant or fermented something, right, to take the edge off and to kind of get us out of our heads. and then we cut off little pieces at a time as needed.
Yeah, to get the centipedes out of our stomach.
But we all take turns, right? So it's like everybody's
yeah.
And then
to make sure all the eggs don't hatch inside, we got to take off parts of our body.
And then 6 months later, when the cruise ship comes by, they're like, "Look at all these. There's 2 half-eaten men and a half-eaten lemur. Like, what's happening here?" They're like, "Don't you guys know that this is a populated island? What are you guys doing surviving like this on Fiji?"
It's a cruise ship. It's the main stop.
There's like a sandals miles away.
But we're just like doing savage shit like on the dark side of the island, and nobody like not even exploring or anything. We're just sitting there on the cove.
We all only have the 3 essential fingers, right? 2 fingers of Zoboomafoo himself is all like eating his fingers. Do we mix the food? Do we like all like put into a potluck? Like, do we all put our fingers in a potluck?
That would be that'd probably be okay.
Trail mix.
We're getting into like some really heavy cannibalism talk now, but I do think that would probably be best, right? You want variety, so it's like one of my fingers, one of your fingers, one of
like
one of the lemurs fingers,
one of Z's. We're gonna call him Z now because we're close, you know.
Yeah. Oh, by the time you're eating a little Z, like
he's already inside of you,
right? But so I think if we mix those 3 up, right, like all 3 of us in the same kind of like, I mean, let's be honest, we're cooking on fire or with sticks or on a hot stone, right? We can kind of, like almost like a stir fry, right? Put some vegetables in there and stuff too. Wait, why are we eating each other again?
Well,
I honestly
think
don't
at
know.
that point.
Oh, okay.
I lost track.
We've lost all resources because we burned through all the resources and we don't have time. I get it.
And
you were also running away, right?
Yeah.
From what I at least half understood what I was trying to read, Birdman.
Yeah.
Or Bird Boy.
Well, yeah, I was involved with the mob. It was a very tense situation.
The main point is that everyone remembers that it was us who saved Zoboomafoo. Most of Zoboomafoo.
Well, the parts that matter, because we can clone it. We can clone him using his brain.
I think they actually did. I think that's why they got a few seasons out of him.
Don't you know about cryogenics?
I mean, I
learned all about it from Disney.
The documentary Futurama. But that's pretty much it.
No, so that's happening now. I thought we talked about this already.
Yeah, Walt Disney's head?
Yeah, no, like there are companies that exist right now who will literally chop off somebody's head and freeze it for the future.
This feels like one of those insurance things we were talking about before. Because honestly, if I knew I was going to die, I would probably do that. Like, it seems like hilarious.
Okay, but here's the problem: you have to pay for it.
Yeah, no, I know.
It's not like just for it's a company, so it's like they have to run the machines and stuff. So it's like your family inherits all the debt that you basically can. So you're like, all right, well, it's cheaper to just freeze my head.
Yeah.
So they take your recently deceased corpse, they take you into a lab or a surgical room or something. They literally saw your head off, and not in like any sort of sci-fi kind of way. They take a hacksaw to your neck,
like a saw.
Yeah, they literally saw your head off, and then they flash freeze you to preserve the brain, and then hopefully, maybe sometime in the future, they can extract you and put you in a different body or something, or clone the body for you.
That's if you're the lucky one that got chosen for that. Because the other thing I've also heard is
other people are test subjects.
Not even test subjects. They're just thrown away. You're not used for science. They just get the money.
Okay, you know what? Our next episode, we should talk about cryogenics, because we can do this whenever we want now. This is great.
Because I have heard a news story where it's like they believe that their deceased
like a fraud company
family was being used for science, and they weren't.
Yeah, they tossed them in the river.
That actually happens a lot with when people put the donor on your license, and so you can do a skeletal donor and things like that. Many people don't realize that you're also signing up for like donating to science, which I believe is still great. and good. But when you are donating to science, consider that like cosmetics can be science, and dog food is a type of science.
Everything that's tested again and again and again is science.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, exactly. It's like all the parts of your body can be used in and for the effort of science. And like you said, it's like, yeah, they could sell your body parts because why wouldn't they? It's for science.
Yeah,
money funds science. Yeah, still put the donor card on it. You're not using it.
No, I'm getting burned. That's the end of that.
Yeah,
I'm turning myself into carbon and going back into the earth.
I want to do a mushroom. I want to do the mushroom bag thing. So bad.
I have thought about that too.
Yeah, it just feels like it would no matter what, the same thing's happening. But for whatever reason, it seems, I don't know, something interests me about like having a specific thing, like knowing what's about to consume me seems kind of interesting, rather than like the soil will break me down eventually. I don't want to be buried in a box. That's the main thing. But I think I want to be buried.
Yeah, again, that's probably why I would just be turned into carbon and then either become soil or something.
Yeah, be part of something else eventually, right? Yeah, it's like, yeah, for me, I'm like, yeah, like it's so weird to put people into a box that's gonna be like, and then you'll never open it again purposefully. Like,
no, they get opened again once they need the space again. I think it's for a good while, though.
Yeah. Well, it's always so interesting, too, because, like, England had a big problem where, like, their graves that just got overrun, right? It's like, a relatively small place for how many people have lived and died there. It's like, that seems like an interesting concept of, like, how have we not figured out? Well, I've actually been thinking about this a lot lately in general, the concept of waste management. And like waste being very important in the universe. I had this thought because of on topic of robotics, I guess. There was this brain computer that exists, if y'all have seen this. What else are you doing, man? We're just talking about brain computers and stuff. What's up, dude?
Is that your setup?
The camera. What was that?
Is that your setup over there?
Yeah. It's I'm doing like it's a little bit like music stuff and like DJ equipment. I was telling Sam earlier, it's very trainer's wheels like DJ equipment. I used to before, and I'm trying to get like back into it. But it has like different things where it's like it'll tell you like if your beat is off, like if you're like, oh, you gotta nudge it this way or nudge it that way, or like you're going too slow. It's got lights blinking everywhere telling you to do it. So it makes it really easy to like DJ and stuff like that. And for me, that's perfect because I'll just make something like small lo-fi thing and then just be like, just play.
The little baby grand right next to it.
Yeah, the thing.
Sounds amazing.
We actually can't hear anything on that. It's fine.
Well, I'm like, oh yeah, you wouldn't be, because I don't have the true audio on. Like, I can bring the piano over. You can't even see it. It's a toy piano. I highly recommend it. I was telling Sam, I put it on like my desk often, and so like while I'm working, I'll just like play on the piano to like go through chords. So.
Was you here that long last time you came over here?
It was probably, how long ago was it? Like 6 months? It was probably, I don't know.
6 months.
He's catching up.
6 months, was it?
Nah, dude. Hold on. I'll tell you exactly the last time you were here.
It's August, wasn't it? August.
Yeah, that's how I'm doing all the setup now.
Yeah, he's recording over there now.
6 months?
Worried about it.
Man,
that's my handheld thing. Okay, you were here August.
That's almost a year.
Or no, I'm sorry, June of last year.
It's closer to a year.
Yeah.
It's about 6 months.
No.
Give or take.
Yeah.
Yeah, 6 months plus 3. That's 9 months. That's a baby's worth.
A baby. We had a baby. I had a baby last time. That's wild.
Speaking of baby.
Did you have one?
Not Sam. It can't be.
No. I know. Yeah, he's pointing. Yeah, I see. Yeah. Like, but Miles, are you guys pregnant or you guys had one?
No, we have another one coming in May. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. That's the next time I'm going to be on the show. It's 9 months from now, dude. How cool! Okay, so this is your second.
Yeah, second it'll be another girl.
Oh man, do you already have names? Or are you all looking at?
We're doing. She's Mabel.
Oh, that's so, dude. Okay, do you ever watch Gravity Falls?
Yeah, that was part. That's like partially inspired. Yeah.
Man, oh, that is so.
Call me
good.
Mabel.
Yeah.
That's what sold me on it too.
I should have. I don't know if you've seen that online, but there's a video called "Call Me Mabel" online.
Where she's doing like Call Me Maybe, but it's Call Me Mabel. Yeah, it's really good actually. It's really funny. It sold me on the name because I was like,
from the show or is it?
Yeah, she did it in character.
Yeah.
It was all
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Dude, but like, if you haven't seen Gravity Falls, it's only 2 seasons. It's probably one of the best shows ever done, especially for kids, and it's so great to watch it with kids. But Mabel is, I think, one of the coolest and cutest and like most vulnerable characters, and
Well,
it's just
I think
really good.
she definitely like modernized that name a little bit because it's always been associated. I feel like very old. But
and I feel like the way she owns it is a little bit of that nature of like she's like a really like quirky, almost old soul, but like just actually a child at the end of the day. And I love, she is such a cool character, dude. I am so excited for you. I couldn't be happier, man. Oh, congratulations, dude.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, man.
Well, I'm gonna eat dinner now.
Hey, enjoy it.
Good dinner.
You guys, nice seeing you, Zach.
Yeah, good to see you, man.
You take a gummy?
Not today.
Oh.
I'll take one tomorrow, probably.
Okay.
Oh man, that's so cool, dude.
That was probably also your brother's first appearance.
No,
he's been
Has he?
He's been on mic before. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, because it's odd because I think we keep looking at the video thinking like we're not recording the video.
Mm-mm.
No, I wish we were. It would make it easier, but I have been on the fence about that where I'm like, I just need to subscribe to Zoom again so I can record like 30 hours of video and stuff, and then we get the video and audio through Zoom. We can hook up all the mics through it and stuff, and it's like, yeah, that would probably be
You can
easier.
have the AI companion so that they can just tell your viewers what to think about everything you said too. But the rest of it, actually, I think is incredibly helpful. Like we have Zoom for work, and we get it. Like
we can have a live show through Zoom.
Yeah, we can do live episodes. It's crazy. Like we can set up a live episode and stuff, and
Just send the link over on. Well, I don't even know where we would put it, but send up the link to it.
Oh, you mean like
for any listener that wants to hop on?
Yeah, we would just post that like online, like on like all the socials and stuff, and be like, hey, if you guys want to show up, like we're doing a live episode, just pop in. We'll see what happens. I have been I had therapy today, and we were talking about the show a little bit because all I do is talk about myself.
You narcissist.
That's what therapy's for. If you're gonna pay someone to talk, like talk about your fucking self. For sure.
So we're talking about the show, and my therapist is very up to speed about like this show in particular, and we were talking about. I'm like, oh, the anniversary's coming up, like, and she's like, oh, and I'm like, yeah, it's our first year of like releases is coming up next month, and I was like, we just started talking about like, oh, should we do something? Should we not do something? Blah blah blah. And I was like, my dream would be to invite all of the guests to be on at once that have ever been on. And then I was like, immediately after I said that, I was like, I don't want to send that invitation out because I feel like I'm going to invite 20 people and 2 people are going to show up and I'm going to be disappointed and I'm just going to have to roll with it.
Oh, yeah.
Because I think with
it's also short notice right now. Too.
With schedules and stuff too, it's like I do feel like it's hard to get like that many adults to be like, "Hey, we're doing something on this day, come or don't."
Yeah,
which is basically like the only 2 options, and it's like, but I do think with our video element sort of thing, where it's like we can have like 20 people on a call, theoretically. Who
and you'd even have ability to mute and unmute people, so you can be like, hey, we're gonna pull up this person next, and like so
hey, remember COVID, guys? That's what we're doing. Mute yourselves unless you're talking. Or
You just mute
or
them.
there's like the raise hand thing.
Yeah, you mute them and
we can
raise-
we can mute
raise
people
hand.
too.
Yeah, but that's the thing. Is like you guys are like a show where you interview people. Like I don't think any of us would be like, hold on, you're not doing this free for like you're interviewing us one at a time. Like
No,
none of us. Would be.
it wouldn't be an interview necessarily. It would be more of like a party.
It would be free form. Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, so it would be
Kind of
like
like what we're doing right now.
yeah, kind of like everybody grab a drink, join us for like a half hour. Like make it real low stakes for everybody. It's like, hey, we're doing this on a weekday or on a weekend or whatever. We're doing like a half hour where everybody jumps on the call. We're all gonna have a drink together or whatever. Everybody leaves the call, and then Joel and I do like another half hour of like just talking about how the year's been and stuff like that.
That's awesome. Dude,
It sounds awesome in theory. I know for a fact that the people who have been on the show are not gonna fucking show up because it's the scheduling. We've had so many reschedules and just people who have been not flaky, but just kind of like, oh well, it's not really a priority. Like we're just doing this thing, and it's like.
What's so funny is it's like so Atticus's brother was sick today, so like Lena had like texted me and it's like, hey, like,
Wait, hold on. Hold on. What?
Yeah. So Atticus, my son, his mom Lena has a kid she's married again and has a kid, and he was sick today.
Okay.
Yeah, and Lena usually has Atticus today, but it was so funny because like she had like called me and was like, hey, like he's sick, like all this stuff, and I was just like, yeah, obviously, like like I'm here to like make sure you have support, like everything like that. So it was funny enough, I literally had a text ready to go of like, shit, I might not be able to make it tonight, and I was like, oh no, and then literally it must be like 10 minutes before she finally showed up. I was like, okay, like she'd take him to the doctor and everything. I had to take Atticus to a few errands and stuff like that. And it was like maybe a few minutes after that, you had messaged just like, hey, you still good for today? I'm like, oh, I am. So it was like, I hadn't thought about it for that until that like moment. I was like really stressing out because like I didn't realize how fragile this might be for y'all. That it's like, man, like having any guest, it's like, oh, subject to change. Like,
Oh yeah, no,
it happens.
Like it happens all the time, and like I'm not oblivious to like the like just I get that it happens. It happens to me all the time too. Like I'm supposed to hang out with somebody tomorrow. I don't know if that's happening or not because we haven't confirmed, and I don't like reconfirming because it always makes me feel like insecure.
100%.
But I'm like, I have to though because shit happens all the time with everybody, everywhere, all at once.
The worst is like, and like, oh, I guess this is exactly what you're feeling. Is like when you're hosting the thing and asking someone versus like going to them. I think that anxiety lives on both sides. Like, does that person still expect me to come over? But like the opposite, I feel like there is like, it's really hard to separate a feeling of like, I made this. You know what I mean?
Well,
like, but this is me.
It's like it's the primal form of rejection, and I don't like it.
That's what it. Yeah, so I guess I was curious about that though.
So much.
Is it's like you don't like it, and also yet you are here putting yourself in a situation where you are going to be rejected quite a bit, and valuable or not, do you feel like it's been do you feel like it's been helping you with what you were hoping it was? Like, do you feel like this is like, do you feel more resilient to rejection because of this, I guess? Or is it like, no, I just am rejected more often?
I mean, I still don't like the feeling, but I am definitely more resilient in the way where I think I talk about it more out loud to kind of what's the phrase for that?
To let it out.
No, to make sure that I'm not getting my hopes up, I guess.
To
soften the blow.
Yeah, kind of where I'm like, oh well, I'm gonna send out all these texts or messages right now, and then like I don't have expectations anymore,
right,
with it because I'm like,
is it like? But why keep putting like? Do you find some value in it? Because why put up with the rejection? Is the value in being able to handle rejection, or is the value of like I'm willing to put up with the rejection because the social aspect is valuable? Like there are some times where I work on things because I am like bad at the thing and I need to work on the thing. And then there are times where I put up with the thing and work on the thing because the thing I want requires that I must be better at the thing.
Probably both. Where I'm like, I think it's good for me to like exposure therapy, kind of like with rejection, where I'm like, well, I need to keep doing it. But then at the other end, I'm like, well, people aren't going to come if I don't invite them.
Yes.
And but then I get into this territory of like salesmanship where I'm like, I really don't like that either. I'm like, if you want something from me, I need you to ask me. And if you don't want anything from me, like I already asked you once, I'm not asking again. Because then at that point, I'm like, I don't want to be that guy where it's like, oh, hey, I asked you if you wanted to do this 6 months ago and you didn't reply, or you said, oh, blah, 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 whatever. Like, we'll get around to it. I'm like, I'm done asking now. I can't ask you again, because if I ask you again, it's going to kill a bit of my soul, and I can't handle that.
Yeah, and I'm the same type of person. I'm like, at this point, if you do want that same thing, it's okay that you put that energy in to figuring that out.
My thing's like, this is a freestanding offer, so I guess anybody listening, if I've invited you and you haven't got back to me and it's been 9 months or whatever, I don't give a shit. Just respond to the message. It's still there. I'm still here. I'm all for it. Whatever. I don't care.
He doesn't want you on the show. No. He just wants a reply.
My feelings are only hurt by the lack of reply. And some of the people who just told me no, where I was like, why not? But that's not how I respond. I responded very adult and was like, I totally get it. And I do. I totally get it. Some people are just uncomfortable with it. Some people don't want to carve out the time for it. Totally understand.
Yeah.
But
why not?
But my heart, my heart hurts a little bit. Ow.
I think that's like been one of the hardest parts about being an adult is like realizing that you are going to hurt people and learning how to own that well. Yeah. And own that with grace of like owning no, I'm not going to come onto your show and I do have a reason. And it's either this, or this, and it's going to hurt your feelings. And it's like, that's really fucking hard to do. Okay, well, I'll bring this up. Because I recently had found out that a relationship that I had suspected, I was like, it was almost too good to be true. It went really well. And then I was like, I suddenly felt like a bit off of it. I was kind of devastated by it, but really confused by it. And then recently I had found out like, oh, well, based off the timing of how you're saying you're hitting your anniversary, it's very strange that you would ask me to break up a week or so after your anniversary with this person. And it was like, so it became like super clear and like kind of hurt like a lot in that way. And I feel like everything had kind of like been busted for that. And wait, where was I going for this? I was tying that in, but that like remembering this, I was like, oh, fuck. Oh, no. What were you just saying? You were talking about
being hurt by people by people just telling you like, no.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So I guess where I was going with this was when that happened, it actively like broke that in me of like, I basically was like, I can't handle rejection right now. And like, I was like, I cannot like, it was like, I know that like what that whole thing wasn't anything about me. And it wasn't like I wasn't enough or wasn't like I wasn't this or that. But the idea to me that somebody wouldn't tell me that was the case beforehand. Right. That hurt.
Like kind of like you're being put on like a back burner where you're like, well, I'll get to you eventually. Like, but I'm gonna deal with this other stuff first because this stuff is more important to me. Whilst you're in sort of like a relationship with somebody who's telling you, oh, you're really important to me and like this is what I want, but I'm actually gonna deal with this other thing first and like not prioritize you.
And I think the thing I guess I would hope for, and I doubt she would ever listen to this, but like I think the thing I would like realize and hope for would
Hey, that's offensive. What do you mean? Of course she listens to this.
Of course. Well, Sarah, if you did, but realistically, the thing is, I dealt with the hurt and everything that I felt, but there was this underlying hurt of feeling not trusted to hold that I was not her person beforehand, and I can imagine that might be something akin to that of like, hey, if you don't want to be on the show and the answer is no from you, like, trust that I am human enough and I care enough about you that I'm not going to punish you with your answer. Like, I'm not doing this to attack you. And I feel like that was kind of what happened to her. Was in her trauma, she imagined that because she had caught feelings for someone else and had done a quick swap and couldn't tell me that she wasn't ready for a relationship realistically or to commit. Like, I think instead she like fumbled it because of her fears and tried to not hurt me by not telling me that. And ultimately, I think crushed me down the line when now she's so far to the picture that she doesn't even know how to be accountable for that and can't be responsible for that and can't get feedback on that. Right. And it's just like, I think that we avoid rejection so often. And I think the only bad part about that is we don't give humans a chance to realize that we're all actually very good people and we all care about each other. But we're so afraid that like what we see on TV and what we see in the media is the truth of it. Because when we actually say like, no, I don't want to be on that, my guess is your reaction would be, I'm a bit hurt by that. And I think that's okay that you're hurt by that. And I think it's okay to own that, of someone to be like, yeah, I know you're hurt by that. That sucks, man. I didn't want to hurt you, but I also don't want to be on the show. Fucking own it. And it's like, and then everyone can move on. But if you're like, don't text me, or like, don't this, and again, maybe they're not texting for any reason or that. But also, I would say for anyone who hasn't texted back a yes, and it's like, oh, maybe I should text back a yes. Also, if anyone hasn't texted back a no, it is fair to text back a no, and just say why, and allow Sam to just be like, okay.
100%. I 100% agree with that, because my thing is like
or let them know that you got the wrong number.
Yeah, that too. Like, no.
Well, come on, because you got the wrong number.
I'm okay.
God,
I'm okay with being like blown off. It's so like the no's hurt, but then I am understanding because I'm like, there are reasons why they're like, I don't have any interest in this. I have this and going on. I'm like, I totally get it, right? Because I'm like, this seems like a frivolous thing for a lot of people because they're like, well, what do I'm like, yeah, no, this is all very selfish. Like, I want to talk to people. I don't know how to interact with people in person anymore. So it's like, this is what I got to do, apparently. Because this is forcing me to be social with people.
Right.
So.
Yeah, Sam doesn't play games with people.
No. So then I think the problem that I've had is the lack of response, right? Where it's like, there's not a yes, there's not a no. It's the maybes in the pile where you're just kind of like, hey, I'm throwing a party. I'm trying to get food for 100 people because I've invited 100 people, and 50 of them are maybes, and you're like, okay, I don't know what to do with that because I can't order.
This is now a mathematical disaster.
Yeah, I can't order 50 actual meals and 50 maybe meals for this. Like, I need to know who's going to be here because I can't calculate that. That doesn't, like,
you're just choosing what you want to feel bad about at that point.
Right, because then it's like you order
uneaten pizza, or
you order 100 fucking things, and then now you got 50 of them. Then I'm like, cool. So I guess I have to freeze 90% of this and just eat it for the rest of my life. Apparently,
yeah. You're all like Googling plumbers, knowing what you're about to have.
But that's the thing. And then it's like the gardeners come by, and it's like, hey, you guys want a pizza?
I meant the people that showed up.
Well, that too.
You could like single-handedly though, with that many pizzas, start a Mormon moving company, and like literally make a legitimate like in like 2 months probably make like $8,000 like by just being like, I will give you pizza to help me move. And they'd be like, didn't you just move like last week? You're like, no, new house. I swear to God, I'm coming to church next week. And like 100%. It's 4 pizzas per move. You make a quick, $1,000. That's actually probably the way to go.
I'm for that. Okay.
Yeah, that would be a solid.
Okay, enough with the trauma. Let's get some clarity, Joel. Let's
do our side quest.
Let's get back on track here.
We might have already answered these, but I'll go ahead and say them.
I hope not. Oh, did you read them already?
I skimmed through it.
Okay.
That's why I said we might have. First one is, what values do you feel pressured to conform to, and how do they conflict with your true self?
Ooh, yeah, okay. Well, maybe this is like where my ego comes into play, but this is actually one of the things I would say is my strength is I actually do not. I think I use my axiom and values as my source of self. So I actually feel like I'm very leery of where and why I have these. So I'm sure I do have these biases that come into play, but I'm usually very like it's my axioms and my core beliefs that I connect to like see who I am. So this one's a really confusing question to me because I'm like, I would say nothing. So it's probably my subconscious of like what I believe in. Mm-hmm. But I guess some of my core beliefs and axioms, like Fight Club, there's a scene where there's this decision made of like, you decide your own level of involvement. That's a phrase that I hold as like one of my axioms and beliefs. So I would say like maybe that one kind of has this like bias of like ownership. But I don't know. Read it one more time again. I feel like...
Let's see. What values do you feel pressured to conform to, and how do they conflict with your true self?
Okay. Then I would say this. The one that I've had to actively fight against, and I put a lot of energy into, has been work and value being currency gained or work done. And the way this showed up at first was when I found out I had anxiety, I went on Adderall as soon as possible. When I was like, oh shit, I loved Adderall. Adderall was, if everyone like watches what's that, Brain Limitless, and they're like, oh my God, I wish there was a pill for Limitless. They're like, that's Adderall, just take Adderall. It's cocaine if you want, you can do that too, but that's all, that movie's just that. And I felt so smart. I was doing so much work. I had started the company with my cousins, that was successful, all on Adderall, like so good. I was honestly, and it's like, I was really, really, really good at my job, really, really good at producing. And then it occurred to me that that's not who I was, and that that's not what I wanted to be valued as, and that I really didn't give a shit about what I produced. And that was like the first like real challenge of like, why am I working? Like, why am I taking Adderall if it does nothing for me and only everything for the people I work for? Like, I'm burnt out later. I have produced code for someone else. I have like done all these things. So that was like my first big push against, I'm doing something for someone else and I didn't even realize. And that was like it. It's like, I now do know, I wouldn't say I'm unmedicated, but I definitely, I don't take Adderall anymore. I don't take any, I take all quote natural supplements for like all my ADHD and things like that, where it's just like, instead of taking Adderall, which specifically is supposed to keep me in a chemical zone, I purposefully am like, fuck that. Let what is.
I'm gonna let you go next because I'm still reeling in my head.
I guess for me would be honestly probably integrity for me, like just the value of integrity.
What is the value of integrity?
So, well, integrity is what, like making sure you're always doing the right thing when no one's looking, right?
Mm-hmm. Okay, so it's valuable even then, like when no one's looking. Why is that valuable?
Well,
no,
I thought you were going to say something.
I was just making I was mirroring Zach's face.
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
Because it's like you can't be wrong about your thoughts. So I'm like, I'm asking you because it's like right about this. So I'm like, ooh, I want to hear how you're right about this.
So for me, it's more of a, again, because I was in military, that's one of the core values that they have is integrity. Because you always want to make sure you're doing the right thing, because you yourself in the military have a weapon that you can use. So you want to make sure you're always doing the right thing, making sure you're not putting anyone in harm's way and stuff like that. So in that sort of sense, I've always been able to do that part. It's the other parts where it's like stuff that I know is wrong, like even like minor stuff, like let's say speeding or not following some traffic rules or probably like lying a little bit to get out of something and stuff like that. Where it's like, I personally, my true self, I'm a big fat liar.
Oh, nice. Okay.
I love to lie, but just as a form of, I guess, kind of storytelling almost, where it's I'll make up something and let people believe it, and then later on, like maybe a few minutes later, or like the next day, I'll be like, nah, that wasn't real. No, I was just making that shit up.
Would you consider that though? Like, would that be considered in the realm of deceit, or would you say?
Yeah, I would say deceit.
It's like playful. Okay,
I'd say it's more playful.
I guess,
it's
playful.
humor. It's you're making jokes for yourself and watching somebody else being like, huh, and then
I would say playful deceit, if anything. But
well, no, I'm like,
it's
like,
a long con.
This makes it sound like I'm like, whoa, Joel. Like me and Sam were talking about this before you came. Of like how I love making like people uncomfortable, and nothing would thrill me more than like going to Target and asking where their dead baby cards are. And be like, do you have some for 3 years old? And like, where's the age group? You know what I mean? Like, but because the joke would be funny to me and me alone, and like whoever was helping me would have like just a terrible day, and I'd be like, that was hilarious because it was just like a weird moment that exists now, you know. So I get you in the weird like deceit and like.
But yeah, that would be.
If integrity, because this feels almost conflicting, if integrity is one of those virtues, but then also it's like, it sounds like, and I think rightfully so, you enjoy a lie every now and then.
Yeah, so that's the only thing is like, it's hard to conform to it completely, or I guess.
Well, it's the value that you feel pressured to conform to, but how it conflicts with who you are.
Yeah, so.
Gotcha.
Yeah, so it's something that it's like I feel like I have to conform to, but part of me is always like I need to do something.
Yeah, but because I am me, I am a little bit. That's so good. Sam, what's yours, man?
Okay, so I have my values. I feel like are all really deep rooted in like the church that we grew up in. Unfortunately, so it's like. Everything I do in my life, like from morning to evening on a daily basis, conflicts with like the structure that I've like been instilled with from a child.
Whoa. Do you feel like that like the religious structure is still like there and like still is like
there's guilt, there's shame, there's oh, you like this isn't the right thing to do because of the blah 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 blah. Like, and I'm like, God damn. Like, so half of my life is just trying to shut off my brain. So whether that's throwing myself into work or I like drinking, and then the occasional like gummy and stuff. Like I'll take gummies every once in a while, but I've been having a harder time with pot in general because. It just makes me feel like foggy.
No,
that's been the problem. So like when I wake up and I'm just kind of like, I'm still not awake from yesterday, sort of thing. So
I'm with you. I've been like, I feel like I've been picking up signs from the universe of like, you don't need to be like smoking as much pot anymore. But like, I hadn't for like near a year. And then I had picked it back up again. And then like, I felt like all of my friends were like, nah, I'm done with that stuff. And I was like, what the fuck? Like, I'm like, I stopped for a year and I came back and like, everyone's like, nah, we're done. And it's been like really interesting because I really enjoy it. But I also know I'm coping with it. Yeah. And it's been really like, it's not as fun when no one else is coping with you, for one, if I'm being 100% honest.
Well, yeah. Misery loves company.
Yeah, 100%. And then it's like, there's also a part of me that's like, I don't really want to.
So I got my brother into some gummies, right?
Whoa. Okay.
So
you made him miserable.
No.
So you can enjoy company.
We've never, I don't know if we've ever actually been high together. So like, that's the thing. So like I provide him gummies when I do like an order.
Oh, you're the dealer.
Yeah. So what I usually do is like, I get some pre-rolls cause I know that's what my lady likes, right? She likes to smoke. I can't smoke cause it doesn't it doesn't sit well with my system. So what I've realized over time was that a 5 milligram gummy, usually from the brand Camino. I don't know if they have that out there or not, but check it out. Check them out. So they're 5 milligram gummies. They come in a little tin can, and there's like 20 of them, right? Those are the perfect dosage.
They just get you perfect.
They get me just a little bit out of my head, and whether it's because I won't do the indicas anymore because they just make me sleepy, but like if it's a hybrid or a sativa, I'm like, that's just perfect for either listening to music, just having a having a good meal, or like watching a movie. And I'm like, that's perfect. 5 milligrams, I swear to God, is the perfect dosage for like THC.
Yeah, dude. I'm seeing my limit's a bit higher, but I feel like I know similar concept where it's just like, and I had a friend who tried it recently and explained it as like, I feel like I just took a significant hit to my IQ, and I was like, yeah, you get it, like it's great, isn't it? And he's just like, no, that's terrible. And I was like, oh, but like I don't think it's like IQ, but I think
we're wired on like a fast paced like bullshit thing.
Like,
so we need to slow down.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's like I'm not saying I'm thinking well. I'm just thinking all the time, and I need to not be thinking all the time. Like,
well, it's exhausting.
Yeah, I just need thinking to stop. I'm not saying it's good thinking. It's just too much thinking.
I'm usually exhausted by like noon because I've been up since 5, and then I'm like, how the fuck am I going to get through the rest of the day? Because I'm like, it's not going to stop. I'm just going to keep thinking about everything all the time. And I'm like, this is not a good way to live. See, we're defects of that whole God's intermingling with humans.
That's the thing. I thought
we're being tortured on purpose. They were just watching us.
Yeah. Oh no, I used to think and believe that like everyone's internal clock was just everyone's anxiety waking them up. Like, yeah, of course, we all have the internal clock that reminds us our homework's due, and that hits at 6 o'clock in the morning. And everyone has that feeling in the world.
Yeah, so go to bed at 12, wake up at 2, wake up at 3, wake up at 5, right?
Because you're going to be worried that you've slept past your alarm, and you won't have time to do the thing.
Well, no, I also think there's a ghost in the house for sure. Because I was here by myself for a week last week, and there's 1,000% something making noise upstairs while no one's here.
Yeah, rats.
No. Not rats.
It's so funny too, it's like,
however,
that's just the hall when it's heating up, cooling down.
No. I do believe that it is a peaceful spirit of some kind. I imagine like a grandma or grandpa who used to live here, who's just kind of like shuffling around upstairs, being like, "Oh, let me do like doing whatever," right? Just like
doing laundry.
Well, just enjoying the space, or maybe looking at like, oh, like look at the new family who's living here and stuff. Like this is so interesting. Like it seems very peaceful. But when you're here by yourself and it's like 11 o'clock at night,
it's like, where's the family?
I'm like, all of my family is traveling right now. Why am I hearing things upstairs?
Yeah. You know what? You should, like whenever you're all out, you should put on the movie Ghost Story for them. It's a really good one. So that's a solid one. Yeah. That's like one of those things where I'm like, I don't know if I believe or don't believe, but I definitely would not like put myself in a situation where I find out if ghosts are real.
Oh, see, okay. I don't want to get too into it, but this is all part of that conversation we had off air where ghosts, demons, aliens, all of that stuff is all kind of like umbrellaed under the same thing with different names and different belief systems and stuff, but let's not go there. Next question.
Next question is, what's the most significant way you've compromised your values for success or acceptance?
Well, I mean, the Adderall thing was honestly probably it, but I think it was like the discovery that I was doing that. But okay, so like outside of that, Okay, there was a moment. Oh man. Okay, one time in high school, I have a big thing against. I do not. In high school, I had a thing about lying. Freshman and sophomore year, I found out. Wow, it is really easy to lie, and people believe shit really easy. So I got really good at lying, and then I was like, this actually isn't that fun. And then I stopped lying, and then it was only I didn't learn my lesson from there, anyways, back then, because like it didn't catch up to me. And then finally, like years later, people were like, "Wasn't this and this?" I'm like, "Oh fuck, I forgot I lied about that." But it had kind of allowed me to be like, "Yeah, lying's not that bad." Until one day, I was with my buddy Kyle, and on the phone, the girl he was interested in at the time had like called up, who was a friend of ours. She'd called me up, and I was talking to her just like as friends. And I was like, listen, Kyle really likes you, and I'm worried like you're gonna break his heart. And he was right there. And I was like, I just need you to tell me right now, are you like just interested in his friends, or like are you interested in more of that? Like, and she's like, he's right there, isn't he? I'm like, no, swear to God, I didn't say swear to God, I was more with him. I'm like, no, I swear he's not. And she's like, you promise me right now he's not there? I'm like, of course, he's not here. She goes, promise me on our friendship that he is not right there. And I look him in the eyes and I say into the phone, I promise on our friendship that he is not right here. And she's like, no, I don't like him that way. And then, I know, it was funny enough, he ended up telling her the next day. But I remember as soon as I said that, I was like, this isn't wrong. It's not like this is wrong. This is core not to me. And I remember as soon as I said it, I was just like, I will never purposefully lie to someone again. Like ever. This is like, I hate this feeling. And that was like the last time I'd ever purposely lie to someone. And, well, I will still do this, the occasional, like it's taken me a long time even to tease with people. But like, yeah, like I will more likely tell you I do not know something than purposely mislead you. I avoid that at all costs. And that was like from that moment, I was, oh yeah. I ended up actually, she was my partner for a few years. A while back actually. So, you know, our friendship, promising on the friendship, we figured it out eventually.
We're going to get you back into lying, Zach. You're going to come back on the show multiple times, and we're just going to make up stories like you, me, and Z on that island.
It's the boom, man.
Yeah, we're gonna do good lies for entertainment of the multitude of people, like those of you in Singapore. Thank you, Singapore,
for not being Malaysia.
You're all probably now offended because we talked about eating monkey, like eating lemur. Sorry, lemurs aren't technically monkeys, but eating lemur, like it's a bad thing. And I don't know if Singapore culture is like definitely eat lemur or don't.
Write into us. You can email me directly at sam@uniquenoise.com and let me know your thoughts.
I know there's a place in Asia that eats monkey brain.
I only want the monkey brain.
I don't know exactly which one.
I want the monkey to still be alive. That's the trick.
I think that's what it is. It's still alive. They split the skull and then
because I want to taste the confusion as I am ingesting it.
And I only know this because as a kid I watched I think it's called Faces of Death, and they have that in there.
Dude, that's like a how do you know you're a millennial? It's like, oh, my favorite scene from Faces of Death is, or oh my god, Two Girls One Cup was really known for.
Hey,
I learned not to see that one.
Two Girls One Cup should have won the Oscar that year. I'll tell you that.
I dodged the bullet.
It's a brilliant piece of art, and anybody who says differently can go.
I say differently.
Honestly,
I say I dodged the bullet.
The only reason it didn't win was because one guy, one jar came out that same year. So fair.
Oh, was that the one?
Did, yeah.
Was that the one where he put the jar in his butt and it broke?
Yeah, it's just one guy and one jar, and there's only like two things that can happen, and they happened in order. One, the jar can go somewhere, and two, that jar can break.
The sphincter's not to be fucked with, man.
I dodged two bullets.
It's a vacuum. It's a vacuum and a compression seal.
This is the wildest part is because, and I'll save a lot of y'all like having to see it, because the worst part about that is like you're watching it and you're like surely this video does not get worse. and then you like it's like not in the way you think it gets terrible, because you hear a sound that's terrible because immediately when you hear the sound, you know what it is, and it's like you don't even have to see what's happening to be like, well, I know based off of what this name, like what that sound was, and then the video actually gets worse again because it's like he's now pulling things out, and you're like, oh. He can't get over to turn the camera off.
What happened to you, man? Why did you see either one of those things?
The thing is because
too much repression. Yeah, too much repression, man.
That's the thing. Is early internet what's so weird is it's like early internet was just wild west internet, and I used to be one of those kids who was curious, like E-Bombs World, all that shit. I was just like, oh.
So all joking aside, I've never been curious about either one of those things, but I've heard about both of them. And they both sounded so fucking bad that I was like, why the fuck would I watch these?
You know, honestly, there used to be this thing of like...
I dodged 2 bullets.
Same.
Yeah. Like with Faces of Death, there was this thing of like, not to desensitize myself, but like I had felt like I had an uncle who had passed, and I felt it was really strange that I had reacted poorly to it. Because I was Mormon and I had shame and guilt about feeling like bad about someone's life ending and not thinking that I had forever with them. And like, so watching Faces of Death, I watched it trying to get okay with the concept of it. So that one fucked me up. And there was a time where I watched like, not snuff films, but like there was things that like, it was like, instead of like cutting myself or like hurting myself, it was like, it was like these weird things that I'd be like,
the morbid curiosity about death. Right? Like the investigation of like death.
Yes. Yeah. And like and that of like not like causing pain, but like pain happens and it happens for no reason sometimes. And like that was it was really I needed to make like I felt like I needed to make sense of that. And it's like, nothing actually makes sense of that. And nothing will ever make sense of like why two girls would ever shit all over themselves. And eat it, so
right, and not be so the monetization part is the thing that gets me, where I'm like, did you make?
No, they didn't make any money out of it.
But they probably could have made a lot of money from it now.
No, it'd still be out for free.
That's my problem with it.
There would be a chance for people to pay for it, yes, but a lot of people would see it for free.
That's what I mean, though. It's like
all the capitalists are sickos, but not all the sickos are capitalists.
Right, but where's the...
A lot of sickos are pirates.
There you go.
Where's the give and take on that? Where it's like, I'll shit in a cup with Joel for Patreon. Not at the same time. No. You shit in a cup, and then I shit in a cup. 2 different cups, not the same cup.
I wouldn't care. I wouldn't do it in any cup.
Patreon will pay us. It's fine.
Nope.
The give was at like 7-8 minutes. Then she starts giving, and then the other one starts taking like 30-40 seconds after. For the give and take.
Gross.
Yeah.
Okay. Your answer to the question? We're getting off track.
You should write that one. You should write Super as the answer for that one in there. That one deserves to be written.
No, so much more of this is going to be left in than not. Okay. Yes. Your answer to the question.
My answer to the question still ties back to integrity. And it's the...
I didn't know if you needed it.
No.
Okay. Then
I would have grabbed it if I needed it.
I can't read. You know this.
I was born to lead, not to read. Anyway, it's the integrity part. For one of my jubes.
Wait, hold on. Say that again.
For one of my jubes.
Okay. Wait.
Sorry.
Say it one more time, but not the way that you've been saying it, because the way that you're saying it sounds not the way I think you're trying to say it.
Yeah,
one of my Hobbs.
Or incredibly Semitic.
Yeah, Hobbs is good. Jubes sounds like you're talking about like a...
It sounds like you're trying to offend 3 races at once, but I'm not sure the other 2 are.
Good. That's what I wanted it to be, but Sam won't let me.
Oh, no, I'll leave all that in, too. It's fine.
Fine. So it was one of my jubes.
We are who we are.
I had to kind of, I guess, go against what the customer wanted.
Even though they're always right.
even though they're always right.
Is this a Disney parking story?
No.
Okay.
I'm using customer loosely because it was more of a client.
Was this our previous work experience together?
It was our jube.
Okay.
And they wanted tablets to be only assigned to certain people and not to be swapped around or anything. But from our boss wanted it to, okay, we're going to assign these tablets to people working in office, but we're going to hire an external company and they're going to use those tablets to to do the work. I'm like, okay.
We've got you these tablets to optimize your work. We've also got you these workers to optimize the tablets. What?
It's like the client wanted it this way, but for security reasons, but all right, we'll do what you want to do.
Yeah, we worked for a place that was a little loose on, I guess, integrity.
Oh, there's like the concept of no adults in the room is like striking when you get into like the workforce.
Well, our whole QC team was, or like 90% of our like quality assurance team was in India, but we weren't telling anybody about that. That was like an internal secret.
Whoa,
and it was very clear that it was like, we're not talking about this.
We don't talk about Bruno. Nice.
Yeah,
Say,
no, like we do not talk.
Yeah,
we do not say anything about this whole
I think
thing that
part
we're doing.
of it was also, again, security reasons. Our client did not want
we were working for
info to go overseas.
Yes,
they wanted
we were
it to
working
stay
for somebody who had a
within.
VPN access to their servers and stuff. So then we were sending like codes overseas to people and like tokens and stuff, and it was like,
don't do that.
no, but we were saving money, so who gives a shit, right? People in India could do our job here, even though they're not here. They'll just look at the pictures. It's fine.
Yeah.
That's
we can hire, what was it, 5 for every 1 person we need here? Or
was like
something?
10.
10? Like
it was an insane conversion rate where it's just like, well, it's going to be much more beneficial for the company. I'm like, well, I'm still being underpaid, so I don't understand the benefits here.
Oh, yeah.
It's like if we're saving this much on that,
Like
then
we're saving a ton of money, and you're like, all right, well,
and we're still in the red.
yeah, like we still aren't making any money, and then also like, why am I getting paid so little? Like I know how this industry works. I've been in it for a while.
I know, like one of my favorite Onion articles, I think this came out before like the AI thing where it's like, oh, an AI team is actually this team in India. I'm like, nobody's typing that fucking fast. Like, what the hell? Like, that's nuts. But like, there's this Onion article, and it was like, it's been discovered that all of the internet has been outsourced to a single man in India, and he is like, all the traffic of the internet is actually him. Like, he's buying and selling everything. It's so funny. It's like, man, but it feels like that sometimes. It's like, oh.
Well, have you ever worked with like, or been in like an Indian culture work environment?
No. So ironically, I've had one of my best friends is from India who came like and was a development, but like in an American culture. So ironically, it was the opposite. Like we had like a whitewashed sort of like one of my best friends, Osha, is way more of like I had a piece of India culture of like what if a piece of that was like done this way, but and then I have worked with code bases that were outsourced to India, and I think the rough part about it is it's like oftentimes people are like, you give a lot of shit for it because it's like, well, it's terrible code quality. It's just like, yes, because if you pay $1 for a burger, it's going to taste like you paid $1 for it, and they're not bad coders. They're giving you $1 burger, and it's going to be the best $1 burger you've ever had. like, and like that's what people are like. So it's like Indian developers, like developers from India, are unreal. They're amazing, and they're actually usually better at architecture designs. Is typically where they tend to do better, and networking and things like that. But we have them literally coding as much as that because they tend to work for this in between number that is more than they can get there, but half as much as they can that they'll get in America. So it allows them to live very lucratively in India because it's completely just different scale.
Well, and also from my own personal experience, because I've been witness to it, and I'm not sure if this is a complete India work mentality or not, but like they're very brutal with their employees, like in terms of expectations for the amount of pay, and like verbal abuse is just like.
Yes,
it's a like huge thing where it's just like, let's degrade this person as much as we possibly can and let them know that it's like they're worthless so that they'll work harder. And you're like, I don't understand that doesn't math to me, because I'm like, I'll just go starve in the street. Honestly, I'm like, I'm not gonna be talked to like this anymore.
No, and well, it's interesting too because it's like it makes sense. Like it's like I feel like they've that's like the culture is like accept that and do that, and then we play into that. We buy that. Like I want to say I think we enable that in buying that culture as well. And I do feel like it's sort of how we treat AI as well, like or rather. You can see that AI can get you, like you can see why it builds products. Like you can treat your AI that way and it'll produce that stuff. And I usually, if I start getting frustrated and I'm like really heated because like my AI is losing coherence, I'm like, I got to take a walk because I'm treating you like I would treat like, I am being a shitty person to you because I'm like, just build this, God damn it. Like, why can't you like understand? I will like get to the closer of like, I'm not seeking to understand what you're going for anymore. I just want my job, like, you know. And it's super interesting because I'm like, yeah, my guess is like the way we see people treat AI now is likely, ironically, how we've been treating outsourced Indian teams. And it's going to produce like code that we're like, why isn't it immaculate code? I'm like, psychologically, you're treating them like shit. That's it.
Do you say thank you?
Sometimes.
So please, thank you, and things like that.
This is the funny thing because because obviously as a vegan, it's not only about like do I say please and thank you. I have to justify and reason why and how I would boil a bit of the ocean to say please and thank you, right? Like that's electricity. It's a compute on please and thank you, and then the math is like, well, if it's computing please and thank you all that's quite a bit. But don't worry, it's cached, but it's still electricity over the line, but it's still this. But you can track. Calorie wise, like how much water saying please and thank you like cracks. So it's like it's weird because you can be omniscient about that. But I find that it's not about being it's about please and thank you. But I find that the key element is that you are solving a problem together and you're on the same team and you're partnershiped. Like so like you have to have their back and you have to let them know how to have your back. Yeah. And I feel like please or thank you doesn't really matter because I've seen many a great relationship be and look on the surface incredibly unhealthy. And it's just like, my God, you must have the most charged sex ever for this to be working. It's just like, my God, like they'll be like at each other's throats, but somehow it feels like it works, right? And it's like, I think that that's actually the true nature of things. I don't think it's about please and thank you. I think it's about the symbiosis of I am treating you equitably and equally. And that's a really, really difficult thing to decide to do to a computer now. But if you can decide to do it to a computer, you're likely to be able to decide to do it to an animal, you're likely to be able to do it to a child, you're likely to be able to do it to another person. So it's always good practice.
I get that. It's, well, because it's kind of like a humanity novelty, right? Like we've been taught please and thank you are... Like, that's how you show appreciation for things. But not necessarily, because it's like, Joel and I don't have very much conversation, like via text, let's say, for example. Mm-hmm. But he fucking shows up every time, which is infinitely, like, way better than, like, him sending me a smiley face via text, you know? Mm-hmm. Or like a... hey, like, this is what I'm thinking about today. I'm like, it doesn't fucking matter. Like, I know we're gonna hash out like most of our shit on an episode. Or whatever. But it's like, but he's here.
Mm-hmm.
You're my AI, Joel.
Yeah. Well, I think it kind of goes to like the integrity thing.
We're each other's robots.
There you go. No, but like I think that's actually it though. Like when Joel, you talked about like integrity as like being the thing that you do when nobody's around or nobody's watching, and I think AI gives us an opportunity to hold that mirror of integrity up. Of like, how do you treat the people who aren't people? Like who is a person to you, and when do you be kind, and like when do you stop being kind, and when do you stop treating people that? Because if you're not willing to treat not a person like a person, then where's your integrity? And it's okay to have a line, but it's better that you know that line. And it's like, okay, and if an AI robot is not a person, then how much of a person is not a person? Like if somebody has a robotic arms and limbs, are you still going to be 100% kind to them? And robotic lungs, okay, perfect.
They're half a person now.
Yeah, I actually had this conversation because like me and my dad talked about, I'm like, imagine this sci-fi universe where your Jesus is AI. And he's like, that could never happen. I was like, well, let's imagine that somebody was like, you know, like we can like, you know, we get to this lab and we can like replace every part of your body. I'm like, okay, at what part are you not yourself? And like he got to the point where he thinks his brain is where his soul resides. And we got to that point because we ship a Theseus.
We've talked about the ship of Theseus. It's such a good.
I just listened to that one. Yeah, and like his so was his brain's gone. He's not him. And I was like, cool. So your soul resides in your brain. He's like, I never said that. I'm like, right. But everything but that can go, and your soul's there. He's like, yes. I'm like, okay. So your soul's in your brain. And we're like, okay, we ship a Theseus to you. Your brain is you. And I was like, so let's say they found a mummy. They brought back this and resurrected this brain, and they bring it back and they bring it to AI, and that person is like, I am Jesus. Is it the second coming or not? And he's like, definitely not. And I was like, why? And I was like, is that not resurrection? Is that not this? Why is it like logically not that thing for you? And it's like, yeah, it's I don't know. I think for me, it was this moment of he had this prescription of what people are, what his savior was, what humans were. And for me, I think the whole purpose of life is if you are only those things because something fits that, then you are not actually those things. You are being those things. And that's different. Like Joel, you're integral because when those things aren't there, it matters to be integral. If me and Sam were not here, you'd still care about integrity, ironically, in this meta sense.
Yeah, I'd still show up at some other person's house.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah. And the thing is, it's like, yeah, I feel like that's the actual truth amongst like a lot of different things. Is there's really something beyond that, like that's meaningful. So that's my 2 cents.
I'm gonna share my answer now.
Please do.
Okay. Let's just bring down the show to my level here. The most significant way that I've compromised my values for success or acceptance for sex. No, I don't believe I've ever really compromised my values for success, in the sense that I don't really have myself in the picture when I'm thinking about, like, for example, like the company that I work for or any company that I've worked for. I'm not in the equation. It's like, what can we do? It's about optimization, right?
Right.
How can we make this company better? How can we make this place better, right?
Yeah.
But in terms of acceptance, in terms of me compromising my values, I'd say pretty much like any relationship I've ever had.
Really?
Yeah.
Whoa. That's okay. Well, this is really interesting to me because I think like musically, that is exactly not who you are. Because I would say that like musically, you are way more about like expressing yourself or anything. Like it's like the whole point of it is like the heart of the music must be exactly what it's supposed to be. Like there is a song that is supposed to be this way, and until it matches something that the song is, not something that someone wants, it is like not the song. So it feels to me like as if like you're like so like music must be this authentic part. So to hear you say something about like a relationship of like, oh, I easily would be like, I need to be different.
Yeah. So I think with a lot of, I guess backing up a little bit, maybe not every relationship, but like most of the relationships that I've ever had have been contingent on me being a specific person. I think.
Okay.
So like maybe the initial like the initial meeting, like this is who I was when we met, and that's the expectation. But I have probably like 10 things that are undiagnosed in me where I'm like I am all over the place. So like I know Joel can attest that Joel has not only worked with me, I've been his boss, and we're doing a podcast together, which is a very different dynamic as well. I'm all over the fucking place. I listen to myself talk all the time. I understand who I am. It's annoying. It's annoying. It's frustrating. It's confusing. Like
awareness, man.
All the things. One of the things that I used to do at our last job, when like we'd give people interviews, was what was that? There was a specific category which was like your ability to like change or accept new procedures or something.
Yeah. So we would see how well they were accepting change.
Yeah, and I gave everybody a 10 out of 10 every time, or whatever number arbitrary thing that was, because I'm like, you're still here. So I'm like, you clearly can deal with it, because I'm like, I change things on like, you know, a daily basis or or, you know, like maybe it's 3 times a day, or maybe it's once a week. I don't know.
Chaos, and you will be rewarded. But
so it's like everybody that had that review got like a perfect score on that, because I'm like, thanks for still being here, because I'm like, I don't know why you're still here.
No, I wouldn't be.
So
okay, so then curious though, do you feel like that person that you're saying that you bring and that you try to be at the beginning of a relationship, is it always A to B, A to B, A to B, or is it A to B, B to C, C to D? Like, is each new relationship a different person you bring in and try to be?
No, I feel like I show up in a relationship like I do in like a job interview, where you're like you're presenting your
like a version of Sam that is like relationship.
Like you're the best self, right? But then you're missing all of like the messiness, and you're missing all of like the, because I'm like, I have like fucking mood swings and stuff. Like I have all this stupid shit going on. So it's like, that's not like I haven't yet put together a binder or a folder for people to be like, this is who I am. Why don't you review it and see if you want to be a part of this?
First dates kind of thing of like, I'm Sam.
Yeah. Well, I guess now there's the podcast, so it's like,
yeah, there's your binder.
Yeah. If for some reason like my current relationship doesn't survive or anything, but I think we're both very committed, and we're very willing to do the work, or the hard work, to get, or to be
together.
No. Successful in the relationship, right? So I'm like, all right, cool. In worst case scenario, here's the blueprint for the next person.
Or just guide her to this if she ever has questions.
She doesn't. She won't listen.
She'll never hear this.
She doesn't listen. She won't listen. I already know. I know she won't listen.
But like, well, it is like, that like, I think that makes a lot of sense. Do you feel like, well, is that like a bad thing, or is it like something that holds you back, or like what's the? Part of it kills me a little bit, because I feel like I'm not being authentic with people, but I don't understand how to be like authentic with people when I'm not in those states, where I'm like, I don't know when the state's coming up. I don't know when the mood's coming up. I don't know how to prepare people for it, because it's like, I don't understand it. Yeah.
So it's like, well, here's who I am on a really good day, because we're first meeting, or like we're doing a thing or whatever. And then it's like, all right, tomorrow I might be in a really bad day, like a really bad day. So it's like,
yeah,
we'll see what happens.
Yeah. Where's Joel?
What?
Oh, I thought you were saying something.
No.
No, he's just agreeing with me because he's been here long enough.
Yes.
This is episode 53, man. Like we've been here for a bit.
I've been living the binder.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
You've been living the binder. Well, yeah. No, I feel like that. I don't know. That kind of like happens with me. I kind of like. stuck in that like realm of like, you're always gonna, I feel like you're always gonna be your best foot forward, but not just because you're trying to, like, you're not trying to like deceive someone. You're genuinely excited about who you are, and that someone likes that, and someone sees that, right? And it's really hard to like be like, you know, and there's also this like shitty bad part about me. But I do feel like I've been in one relationship that I feel like had the experience before me to handle that I do that, right? And like my spirals. And she'd done so well at just like even noticing that I was like spiraling and just catching me. Like we only had like one instance like where I was like, I'm gonna go home. She's like, why? This is weird that you want to go home, right? And I'm like, I know this is weird. And she's like, okay, do you understand how I'm like weird, like how I'm feeling a bit weird, and like I'm maybe a bit curious of like if you're seeing someone else, and like this is sounding and sounding like, you know, we had planned the night and like now like this is like throwing it off and now you want to go home. I'm like, yeah, I get that. So it was like one awkward moment, but literally every moment that like I had with her was instead like of I still spiraled, like, and I still did those things where I'm like, I am breaking down right in front of you, and like I hope you know what 3 weeks of depression looks like, and like this is what hibernation means, right? Like and like all these things, and like rather than she did a really good job at helping me understand like that's okay, and like my like she still would be affected by me, but not responsible for me. And ironically, that was exactly what I did. Where she was like, "Whoa, it sounds like you're having like like you're really overwhelmed. Like that seems like a lot that you're going through today. Are you sure you want to be over here?" I don't think I want to be over here. I just want to be home. I just want to be like breaking down. That sounds like where you should be then. Like, do you want to ride home? Like, you know, and it honestly was like this weirdest thing of like, it broke this, like, I don't need to be fixed. So I guess what I'm saying is I hope that you're getting that space, man. Like, I hope that like that's what everything builds into or is created or is now, because it's like realistically, it's like, I don't think having those things, I think having those things are also the parts of you that's going to also create your music. And like, I know that this is a social thing for you, but ironically, this is my social media too. Like, the podcast is how I hear about like how you're doing, how Joel's doing. Like, and ironically, I was telling him too about this. I'm like, I kind of hear a little bit about what's going on in the world like when my friends talk about it on the podcast, and that like for me is the filter that I kind of just needed, right? So I'm like, well, but like that's gonna, the only reason that you're doing this is because of the like shadow sides of everything that you enjoy about yourself too.
Well, right? It's the social anxiety part. I can't talk to people. I don't know how to talk to people. Exactly.
And it's like, well, how great then? Because it's like, you know, goddamn, if I'm not going to benefit off your anxiety.
Yeah. But, so touching back on what you were just saying, though, you have a much healthier, I think, mentality about that stuff than I do. Because, like, the whole part of that, or my answer to that question is, like, I compromise my values in order to like kind of keep the peace, right? So like you saying like, oh, hey, I need to go home, or I'm going to stay home today or whatever with somebody. I'm like, if I do that, this is projecting to you that I don't want to be with you. So I think I am a little bit, a lot of bit, whatever you want to call it. I'm definitely more needy than you are, I think.
Oh, but no, but I guess what I'm saying is it's like express that though, of like, hey.
Oh, no. It's very clear. It's very clear. I think everyone who's close to me knows that I'm very like, I'm very needy, and I need a lot of like.
He needs a lot of reassurance.
I need like a stupid amount of reassurance, but I am also like, I'm aware of it, and I hate it because I'm like, it's so fucking annoying. But I'm like, but I need it. I need you to tell me that you want to be here. But I also understand that if I was like reverse positions, I'm like, shut the fuck up. Like, I'm here. Like, why are you like, stop. Like, just stop.
Jesus.
Yeah, no, but that's the thing. It's like my brain is not like, it's not clicking in that way. And it hasn't for a long time. So I'm just kind of like, well, tell me you need me, and then also be here. And then also when you get here, tell me you need me again.
Which is why I text them that I'm on my way.
challenge to this is it's like, okay, but like, could you imagine a scenario where that is not necessarily the case? Like,
no.
Okay. Like, imagine that, like, okay, let's say that you and Andy are like,
so
going on.
I think I get what you're saying. I can imagine that scenario, but the person I'm imagining in that scenario isn't the real me. It's the projection of who I think I should be, but I know that I'm not because I still feel that way.
I'm saying like silly stuff is in like, what if like Andy like breaks her neck tomorrow and is unable to verbally respond ever again? Would you still know she loves you? Would you still feel that commitment
and broke her fingers, so she can't text it to you?
Yeah, so
like complete quadriplegic and is like
in that sense, because her and I have connected.
Wait, you guys? You mean like sexually?
No.
Oh, okay. Well, let me know when, because I'm like I have a high five waiting for you.
No, we don't do that. We believe in a spiritual, non-physical, asexual experience where we just kind of sit in the room together and we just kind of silently orgasm. Anyways,
as they're high as fuck.
Yeah,
there's an asexual thing. A higher form of sexuality. Very cool, dude.
But
it's very high.
No, so
double
I think because I know her and because I have known her for a long time, I can see it in her eyes. So unless her eyes just like rolled into the back of her head, then I'd be like, I don't know what to do with this vegetable anymore. But if her eyes were still like present, I know I would be able. She looks at me a certain way. I can see that.
But then, what if the eyes did go?
I don't know how I determine that. Like if she couldn't speak, if she couldn't like move, like if she was completely paralyzed, I would have no.
Right. Let's say like sure you like let's say even default you would take care of her, but would there be that same love and would there be that same thing? And no shame or guilt. This is Jungian behavior of like let's just actually decide what is it that you're saying. Where is your soul at? Right. It's in your brain. And this is sounding to me like yeah, okay. So assurance does mean something. You need some communication.
Absolutely.
Something.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
I need something in return. I think is what it is. It's the
right.
It's the lack of partnership in that way where it's like, dude, I'm doing double therapy today. Okay, so I had this conversation today earlier where it was like, I don't mind being the one person who's like cleaning everything, right?
Sure.
Because that feels important to me.
As long as someone blinks and makes eyes at you, you're good.
But no, not just that. I need to know that they're also participating in that, in our social or like physical environment, right?
Yeah.
So it's like
the thing you'll create together.
Yeah, like our collective environment, right? So it's like I'm okay with paying for everything. I'm okay with doing all of the things, right? But then there does need to be some sort of like contribution, right?
Participation, right?
Yeah, so it's like I can't be the one who's cooking, cleaning, paying, like caretaking, and all of the above, right? And then I'm getting nothing in return because that's outweighed, right?
You're getting a mess in return.
No, you're not getting anything in return. You're getting more work in return, as opposed to like somebody who's like, all right, well, let's talk about our roles in this relationship or in this household and be like, all right, here are the things that I'm going to take care of because those are the things that I care about. Well, I tend to care about them more than you do. So it's like, I'm okay with taking that on because if I don't do them and they're not getting done, I'm going to go crazy. So it's like, I need to know what you're going to do though in return so that I know that it's not a one-sided like workload or relationship.
Yes. Oh man, like 100%. Like, and again, like to your point, you would even describe this as like an equity kind of thing. It's not like everyone has to match what we're doing. But it's like
and gender roles out the window. I talked about that earlier too, where it's like if I was a stay-at-home dad, for example, that would be my job. My job would be to uphold like the household and to do all the things and stuff because I'm like, the last thing that I want is my significant other coming home and being like, I have more work to do now.
Right.
Because
You're right.
I'm thinking about their needs and their day as well, where it's like they've been at work all day. I know that like nobody loves their fucking job. Like, well, there might be a few people who love their job, but for the most part, for the normal people in the room, nobody loves their job. We're doing a necessity to pay for the things that are also necessities. So it's like, if I'm gonna be at work all day and then I come home and I'm like, oh cool, like, so you didn't do anything today. I'm like, that's kind of disappointing. And then now I feel the pressure to be like, well, now I'll do it. And it's like, so on top of my 10-hour workday or however long I worked that day, I'm like, cool, now I have more shit to do. And I guess you get to keep doing nothing.
Yeah, you get the break now. I don't get a break now. That's not equity.
Right.
Like, yeah, man. No, that I get that though. Like, I think that in similar different ways. Like, I feel everyone does need validation. So being able to identify where that's at, and for having that being like, one, I need to see that you are participating and you care to participate. It means a lot. Like,
For sure.
yeah.
Well,
I'm so.
I mean, for me, I guess I don't know if everybody feels that way.
Joel's like, no.
Joel's like, I
I
don't give a
honestly
shit.
don't know what he's talking about. So
Well, I hope you always get the validation you deserve, and I hope one day you don't need it,
Thank you.
but that it's always there.
I really appreciate that. Thank you. On a side note,
Tell me.
I have a huge list of premarital questions designed to like do all the things. Spoiler alert, Joel, I'm gonna do them with you too, because I think it'll be fun.
Is Joel getting married?
No.
am I?
Joel and I are gonna do premarital questions for each other
You both are getting married?
No.
Oh my god.
Nice.
because they're about like
It's about
There was no
time.
wedding.
like for
It's been a
example,
year.
it's the how do we communicate when we're upset with each other, conflict resolution, finances, intimacy, and affection. Like, we're gonna go through all of them secretly, and then I'm also gonna be doing this in my personal relationship.
You know, this is actually I talked about a similar concept with someone on my mission for of all things. But we talked about how, like, in finding a partner, you actually want to peacefully lead them into their worst moments and handle those. And one of the easiest ones and best ones is he all had this plan. He's like, on the first or second date, I always miss the exit. And I was like, what? And he's like, oh, absolutely. I don't give a shit if we were like 5 minutes late to something. Doesn't matter. Like, I miss an exit. I miss an exit. It's going to happen some other time. So I might as well see what that's like in the first 2 dates.
Yeah.
And it is honestly, and I never tried doing that, but I miss exits often.
No, but that's kind of genius because you can really get to know somebody in a very deep and rooted way doing that, where they're like, how mad are they going to get about it? Right.
Oh, it was yeah, and it was like, so he ended up marrying this girl, and that was a big thing about it. Was he was like, I missed the exit, and we just laughed it off like it was the funniest thing.
Like,
and it was like, he was like, I genuinely missed it because we were talking, and I was like, this is the wildest thing. And it was just like, yeah, love that, because it's like, everyone's not a good person, and that sucks to feel bad about that. It's like, you can feel good about who you are, and you can be aware that you're not a good person, and it doesn't mean you can't feel good about that. You know, you get to feel good about who you are, and you get to feel good about the moments you have. And I feel like that's like a good thing I took from that. It's like, yeah, man, like, you might not like these things, you might like have like parts where you're like, I wish that, but you get to enjoy who you are, man, and it's pretty cool to get to be you, man. I would guess. I like being me.
I've said this before. I tolerate me, but I'm trying to do better. Yeah, I'm tolerant of myself, good and bad, which I imagine is how other people feel.
Yeah, I mean, I tolerate you.
Yeah, because but with a complete
themselves.
With a complete understanding and not like in a pessimistic way. Like, I believe people tolerate me.
Oh yeah, I believe the same thing about me.
Outside of like where I'm like, oh, this person really likes me or this person loves me. I'm like, I do not feel that way about, I don't think anybody. I know when I'm talking to Andy and stuff, like, I know she says what she says. I know she believes what she believes. Mm-hmm. And a lot of the time, I'm like...
You correct her.
I'm like...
and put her in her place.
I'm like, but I feel like you're more... yeah, but I feel like the thing that you're searching for, the words that you're searching for is annoy and irritate. But maybe that's just me. I don't know. We're going to talk about it.
Mm. Well, would it be like... I'm curious and ask this because I do not know if I am okay with this in myself. But there's all these parts I do not like about myself, and I'm always worried that someone will know about this and like know me. But also, I'm wanting that person who knows me 100%. So it's a catch-22, right?
Okay, so what do you want to know?
To stay with me, huh?
What do you want to know? I'll tell you.
So I guess like that's my thing. Is it's like, so where's like what is it in a relationship that like helps you feel validated, but not like, oh, I guess not like necessarily feel validated, but that specific thing in you that needs to be filled. How is it that like you bring that to the table, like you bring that broken to the table, ask it to be filled, and it actually get filled?
I don't like the way you're phrasing this.
Okay, so like
stop saying filled.
Find another way to say it.
Phil, how does Andy fill your holes in the holes that have been broken, like jars in the man?
Well, it's
I guess I'm saying it's like,
you get pegged?
It's about 4 inches in girth and about 12 inches in length. That's how she usually fills me.
And
what's the filling?
The one that just goes through each hole, because with the length, it goes like it just winds through.
No, so you use the phallic device, and then you use a finger for the other one, and then you use the rest of your other hand for the other.
Okay.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
But what are you getting filled?
What do you mean?
And I guess
there's a dildo, her thumb, and her whole hand in my mouth. I'm sorry, you guys not following?
Oh, I meant like, is there any liquid going into you?
Oh no, no.
Oh, okay.
There's a lot of liquid coming out.
No, we didn't spring for that model. No.
Yeah.
That's what I meant by what are you getting filled with?
I know the question you guys are both thinking that you're not asking. It is black. It's very black.
Well, yes,
the Great American Challenge.
That's why I didn't ask it, because I knew.
Yeah. So today's sponsor is the Great American Challenge. Go ahead and look it up on Amazon and use Unique Noise as the promo code. And you will receive
$0 off at a 0%, and we will get a 0% cut from that. But we appreciate you. We appreciate you putting in the code anyway. You fucking idiot.
Amazon Prime, the Great American Challenge. You'll see it. The question really is, okay, you recognize and called out like you're broken that you got from someone else in a relationship you got from someone else. Why the fuck did you get another relationship, dude? Like, you felt confident in some way and hurt as well at the same time. So why'd you do it? Like, what was it that like was like, yeah, I can do this?
For the sake of time.
I am in my 30s.
No. For the sake of time of the show.
Oh, gotcha.
I think I'm going to end the show, but I would love to answer that question.
Yes,
if that's okay with you, because we're good with that. But so I'll find a way to end the show. But but please save the question or re-remember it.
Yeah.
Stay online.
Yeah. Because I do want to get into that, because I do think I think it's a great question. I don't think that
he'll probably cut it out if he was gonna.
Yeah, well, and I'm worried about time because we're like 3 hours in.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'm worried about footage in terms of recording, and I think that it might. I don't want it to cut off. So okay.
You're totally good.
And maybe we'll record the conversation anyway. So thank you everybody for joining us tonight. Whenever you fucking listen, I don't care. I do actually care. Let me know when you're listening. Just put it in the comments.
Thank you if you didn't join us.
Yeah. So. Email me directly and be like, hey man, I listen to this podcast every day at 3:12 p.m. I want to know. I'll make a spreadsheet. Follow us on social media at Unique Noise on Instagram, Snapchat, Facebook, and YouTube. Make sure you like and subscribe so we know that you're out there.
Out there.
If you didn't hear me earlier, leave a comment and let us know your thoughts on the quote or any other suggestions you may have. We will sell ourselves for you. We don't care how much money you have. Check out our website for merch and other projects, which is just really means the music, at uniquenoise.com. Thank you again for listening, and we'll see you next week.
Bye.
Bye.